Video. Oh, intro video. Oh, Jesus. Okay, now I'm going to check. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
I
can
hear
hear
you.
you. I hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I can. Hold on, check. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Everything's working now. Fuck you, HBO. Fuck you, OBS. Fuck you, man. That was a technical disaster. I don't know what happened. And then on top of that, too, HBO, they're great. We're not HBO, it's YouTube and HBO because HBO puts their content into Content ID. And I thought it was a bright idea. I was like, oh, I'll just mute the trailer. But no, because it was on the screen the entire time, they're like, we're going to flag this or like take down the stream. And so that was it. So I just deleted it. And I mean, they never gave me a penalty. I hope let me just check, make sure. They better fucking not. No. No, I don't see a notification. I don't see nothing. So, Quanzium got disconnected. Well, he'll come back. But we can finally start now.
Yes, we can.
Let me just like resend the link. But
I did post the link in Aaron's thing, like to
Alright.
the well to watch the stream. I didn't post a streamer link or anything.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, of course,
We have
anytime.
another one. Where is Red? Guys like posting some random stuff.
Red will just appear out of nowhere saying some random stuff.
Yeah, he probably will. Or I don't know where Sideways went to. I guess he's busy. Yeah, right when everybody's showing up, Aaron was there. Now, like the stream went down, and
Yeah,
we'll keep going.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, good.
All right, so do I take it from the top? Let's just start where we were at. We were talking about Twitter and Actually, I don't remember where we left off. Fuck.
It was like basically like just like the discourse over like everything that was coming out about this show. I
Right.
think also the fact that because how Supergirl was received, everyone thought this was like the end of the DCU, despite the fact that the first three shows and movies did very well, and just because the fourth one was the first miss.
Yeah, Supergirl. I mean, so listen. Supergirl really did a lot of damage to art is freedom made visible. Yeah, I put a new I put the thumbnail back, but Supergirl did I will say it did quite a bit of damage. I was gonna say a lot of damage, but no, like a lot of damage would have been like a major character flopping. But Supergirl, it's like whatever. It's not like a big deal. Stream schedule should be visible also. It should be on. It should be live. But anyway, I think because of that, people are like now skeptical about like, well, could someone that's not James Gunn make stuff that was actually good? And at least so far, I don't think that's really the case. I mean, the team that they have is decent. I won't say it's exceptional because I have problems with Watchmen and some of Damon Lindelof's other TV shows and movies. But it's hard to deny that the first episode is not at least competent. You know what I mean? Like, so what do you think about the episode, George, sorry. Oops.
I liked it. I grew up with Jon Stewart as my Green Lantern from like Justice League again. Also, I remember I don't know if anyone ever watched Friday Night Lights, but I remember Kyle Chandler from that show because
Yeah,
my
he's on
mom
that
used
show.
to my mom used to watch it. So because like I would go on the computer in the living room, I would basically half the time watch the show.
Right.
So it kind of felt like a part of childhood just being combined to begin with. But I really enjoyed like the background of like Jon Stewart from like what he was like as a child to him already having the mentorship with Hal Jordan, because I feel like most shows would have like done how these two met right away, but like also do a slow burn with it, where I feel like here they avoided doing the slow burn,
Right.
and they basically established what kind of Green Lantern Hal Jordan is, and that he's kind of ready to pass the baton on, but also stuff's still happening.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this. It doesn't seem like he's ready to give up anything. I think that's like, you know what I mean? Like, because in the first episode, what was interesting was like, you see him on the TV and he's like talking, and you could tell by some of the things that he's saying or his like responses to the question, he was like kind of avoiding. Like when she was like, "Oh, how did you get the job?" and he was like, he doesn't even answer it. He just goes, "Well, I got the job because I'm fearless." And you're like, "Well, that's not the question though." And so, I mean, that's going to play into some of my theories about the show, because I'm not
Can I
like
say
the
something?
yeah. What do you want to say?
Georgie, you said you're into sports, right?
Yes, I am.
I was gonna say that Hal Jordan is kind of like the LeBron of Green Lanterns. He's not passing the torch to
Kind of, yeah.
anybody.
Yeah, exactly. He's not. He's not
Yeah,
going
no,
to.
He's
he's
like,
not ready to retire. Like LeBron's gonna be 42, and he just signed with a new team for like 2 years.
Yeah, I'll play the background music. No, yeah, he's not.
he's still
He's
rated 91 overall in 2K. Like the man ain't,
yeah,
he ain't a bum.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, listen, I'm not good with the sports analogies, so but
Okay, all I'm saying, okay, I don't know if you know this, but like it's actually unprecedented. Like LeBron has been having the torch for so long, and no one has
mhm,
really taken it away from him. That's kind of what I'm trying to imply.
Well,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and also it's like he like even though his numbers have gone down, they're still pretty high in comparison to guys that are younger than him, guys that were playing into their 40s, late 30s, like he has. Like
right.
usually when you're like once you turn like 34 or 35, I feel like that's when the decline hits you if you had a healthy career.
Yeah,
Obviously, if
yeah.
you've had like plenty of injuries, your decline can begin as early as like 30 years old. But
Mm,
Or if he played for Tim Thibodeau.
oh yeah,
bruh.
Tibbs. If you play for Tibbs, then forget about it. But the just seeing like LeBron keep going, and it's kind of like Hal Jordan's still going, and it looks like he could have probably still do the job for at least a few more years if he wanted to.
I think it will. I think it by the end of this episode, it does seem like he was for like a good another 10 years, because obviously spoilers at the ending, he's dead. But like John, he brushes off his hand and the ring is not there. That I mean, like that pretty much implies like for the last 10 years, John has not been the Green Lantern. So
That sets up a lot of theories involving Guy Gardner as well.
yeah, some people. I mean, it's not even some people. I think it was outright confirmed by Tom King. He said that Guy has Hal's
Wait a
ring,
minute,
which
I just
doesn't make a
realized
lot of
things.
sense.
We were joking about the Obama interview. It's kind of funny that shit went bad when Trump got elected for Hal Jordan.
Oh yeah, because this was 2016, the year the
Bro,
year the year Trump first got elected.
bro, oh no. Now
Oh
it makes
my!
me wonder, did COVID happen in the DCU? Because like the MCU, their COVID was the snap, but like the
Yo,
DCU's
they
COVID,
predicted that like 2 years ahead of time.
I know that's the crazy part. Like the
Well,
snap is kind of like COVID.
if you think about it, because it's like even though the snap took place in 2018, the majority of the 5 years was basically the COVID years 2020, 2021,
Right,
2022. If you want to include like the beginning of 2023, even though normality kind of kicked in mid 2022, there's that as well.
right. Yeah, those are kind of interesting. Hold on. One. Oh, echo cancel. I think there's like background noise. So I'm just like, is it my fan? I don't know.
Yeah, it might be my fan as well.
Okay. I'll bring it back then. That's why I would like had the freaking music up just so like it's not like weird, but whatever. Um, yeah. So I mean, well, I guess we'll have to see what happens, but another aspect of the show is I mean, there's only one ring, right? Like they can only have one ring, which is technically there is precedent for that. Like in the beginning of like, well, the Silver Age, there was only one Green Lantern, and I don't know what like changed it, but eventually they added it. They added the idea that you can have like multiple Green Lanterns per sector. Obviously, Quanzium. By the way, Quanzium, like he doesn't know anything about comic books. He did watch the first episode, but you don't really care that much. He didn't like the episode. I mean, you wanna share your thoughts on it? Like you're just sitting there quiet.
I mean, I'm listening. I have, but
Putting you on the
yeah,
spot.
okay. I did. You know, it's the first episode. They're trying to set things up. Um, it wasn't. I mean, in terms of how they did it, like it wasn't annoying where you're just bogged down with boring information. It was a thriller, especially the interrogation scene, which was obviously the highlight.
Yeah,
Um, and it's just you're just shrouded with all these mysteries, and you just, especially like at the ending, you're like, what the fuck? You just see Hal Jordan just frozen there, like, what's happening? And then you have the fact that what do you call they can kind of like have archives in themselves. I mean, I don't know if that's normal in the comics, but
there is
uh,
something like that, but not to this extent. Like they said that it has like his complete consciousness. It can kind of do something like that, but not to like what it was doing. Where it was like, oh, you just like see him appear. It's not like that, but I don't really mind. It's like whatever.
I mean, one thing I don't hear anybody really talking about is the involvement of John's father, because you can
Yeah,
kind of see that John still looks to him for guidance even at his age. And
yeah,
I just found it interesting how he's kind of like obviously he was very stern and like not he was trying to respect authority around Hal Jordan, but as soon as Hal Jordan disappears or walked away, he was like, she's talking all sorts of shit. I can't stand this motherfucker, this and that. Father's like, calm your ass down, man. Don't
yeah,
forget the mission.
yeah.
So
His
I just,
dad, yeah, his dad is like still. I mean, because you saw in the beginning, he's kind of like you're like this is abuse, but it's not really abuse to John. It's like this is. I mean, he was
extreme
given
parenting.
yeah, this is like his right. Like, like this is his birthright, like to be a Green Lantern. I guess we'll see that in later in the show. But, you know, that's why he's like so eager and like ready because he has to be fearless. That's part of the job. I mean, there is something interesting about that though, because I mean, like the whole point of Green Lanterns aren't the fact that they're fearless. Like that's not like the main selling point. It's like one of the points, but it's not the main point. Like the main point is their willpower. Like the idea of like just the limit that they can put themselves through, right? And also like what they can conjure up in their mind. I mean, technically all the lanterns of the emotional spectrum they can do that, but that was the whole
Yeah,
point of the Green Lanterns,
exactly. So
right?
his father's played by Augustus.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the actor, so
Okay, you know when I first saw the actor, when the father was younger, I was like, "Yo,
hmm.
is that Cuban Gooding? Is
He
that his
does
name?"
look like that. Yeah, he
I
does
was
look
like,
like that actor. Yeah.
that was like my first thought. I was like, God damn. But
Yeah, but it's I don't know. Maybe he's been around. Sometimes these like HBO actors like they jump around to different shows and you see them. But
It's like it's like a system of trust. You can say.
yeah, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like the show or at least this episode because it's only one episode, but I just wanted to talk about it because for me, I was kind of like, okay, I don't like the idea of them killing off Hal Jordan. It just kind of seems like it seems like we've done that so often. Red says, "What the fuck?" Well, I put. Oh, we didn't post the fucking. You want to come in, Red? You want to talk? Let's say some random bullshit. I'll post the StreamYard link in the Discord. Hold on, give me a second. But yeah, I think that was like the one thing I was like hesitant about. And I'm still a little bit hesitant about because it's like we've seen this trope before of like they're gonna kill off the. He said no. Oof. Oof. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Can I ask you something? So John Stewart, he's
Yeah.
from Detroit, right?
Yeah, he is. No, is he
Okay,
from? No, he's not from. Hold on. Where is he from? I thought it was either
okay,
Chicago or. Let me get
okay,
it.
wait. He's from America, right?
Yeah, of course.
I just find it funny. Another example of a British black actor playing an American, African
Yeah, I
American.
forgot that guy. No, you're right. He is from Detroit. You're right. The character. Why is
Yeah,
this
but
in
because
TikTok
the
view?
actor
I
Aaron
don't know.
Pierce is a British actor, another British black playing an American black.
Yeah, I've never seen a lot of his stuff. He was in like one Netflix show or movie that was like popular. I didn't see that. He was in like
Goat.
I don't know. I don't know if George saw this movie. The M Night Shyamalan Old. That movie was garbage.
No, I didn't see it because I heard it wasn't good. I was just like, should I even bother? No.
You heard
Yeah,
well.
it was trash. He said, yeah, he's
Detroit.
from Detroit. No, he's not. That's another dude that doesn't even look like him, but you know, read a. He's just I don't know what you say, colorblind. Like that guy's like a shade lighter. That guy that's in the game, Detroit Become Human. He said that book, the book that old was based on was trash too. Oh, the comic. I don't even know what it was called. I'm not even gonna look that up because I don't even care. That movie was trash. It was garbage. Hold on, let me see. Post this here. Oh, I did want to. No, I don't want to stop sharing my screen. There we go. Yeah, no. I did want to talk about the fucking chuds though, because the chuds like hate this, and like some of their points don't even make any fucking sense. Like it says the lanterns. What's up, Degrassi? First time here. What's good, Degrassi man? Degrassi's always in Aaron's chat, by the way, Quanzium.
Okay.
He's been in my chat lately as well.
Yes, yeah. He's you know, he's our buddy. Lanterns is his second project. Well, he's in Man of Steel or Man of Tomorrow, Man of Steel. I hate this view. It's going to make me vomit. You could turn it off. What the heck? It has both. All right, I set it to 1. Let's see. Let me just check. Yeah, it's in landscape. Oh, he was on Krypton. Oh, that's what you meant. I did not know that. Hold on. Let me just Google that. I had no clue. Well, I didn't watch that show. A lot of those like DC shows. I've said this before. I never liked the CW shows at all.
Oh gosh, CW show.
Like I tried to watch Arrow when it first came out, and I did not like that. And then I gave The Flash a shot, and I just didn't care. The only one that I watched like a good amount of was Legends of Tomorrow, and it's probably because I like Firestorm. I have no clue why. I don't even read Firestorm that much. I only started reading like he has like a new comic from Jeff Lemire, and I like Jeff Lemire, so I was like, well, I might as well read this, and it's actually pretty good so far. But yeah, like Firestorm's not a character. Like I don't think I've never heard anyone say they like Firestorm. To be honest, Krypton wasn't terrible. It was out there. The Lobo was great. I did see the Lobo actor, and he looked pretty good. He looked. I mean, I didn't watch the show, but he looked a little bit better than Jason Momoa, if I'm being honest. Like Jason Momoa as Lobo is a good idea, but just was like poorly executed. That's like the one part of that movie I don't get why people praise. Like there's other things to praise in that movie if you really wanted to. And I know Degrassi does like Supergirl. I'm not gonna knock it too hard, but I felt that Lobo was just not that good. It's not letting me change it. What the fuck? Then you got to exit it out or something. I don't know, man. But like, George, you want to talk about these chuds?
The thing is,
Sorry, like,
first of all, because there's like different groups of chuds. We're talking about different groups of film Twitter. Let's talk about different groups of chuds. Obviously,
Yeah.
the main suspects, the Snyder Bros, because
I was going
they
to talk
keep-
about Jester Bell.
they keep
Just crashing out
bringing
for
up
no reason.
and saying Wayne Teen Carr is better than
Yeah,
Aaron
that
Pierre, and to me, it's just like we never seen Wayne Teen Carr scene.
we've never even seen a second of that guy as Green Lantern, but yet these people say he's like, it's so stupid. It makes no sense.
But also, and there was something that was brought up to a good point. There is like this because people bring up like the skin color, and like obviously Jon Stewart's black, but because Aaron Pierre's skin is lighter than how Jon Stewart's usually portrayed, there are some people that are also making a big stink about that. And it's like, I mean, he did a great job. I don't know why we're making a big stink. So I
Right.
think that's like people are also bringing up about Wayne Teen Carr because he was blacker than Aaron Pierre. It's like, but
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. We never seen Wayne Teen Carr. Maybe Wayne Teen Carr could have killed the role if he was given the chance. But the fact is, we've never seen it happen.
Yeah, and he
It
would have
was- it
just
was
been
a-
in a cameo. Like, even
it
if
was
he
a deleted
was
scene.
in the movie, it was just a cameo. He was not a character in any sort of shape or form. You know,
It
he
was
wasn't
a-
even
it
a
was-
supporting character.
It was
Like,
a deleted scene that was added on in 2020 during COVID. You know,
Yeah.
the scenes that they filmed on Zack Snyder's like driveway or
yeah,
garage, whatever it was.
it was in his
Like
backyard.
that was like part of the weird reshoots they were doing in 2020 during COVID when they were allowed to do some filming.
Right.
So it's so weird that I also see like some people doing toxic positivity, saying that, oh, every DC project needs to be like this. It needs to be dark and edgy. It's like, here's the thing to understand. DC, yes, DC does dark and edgy well, but DC also has a lot of goofiness and color to it.
Yeah.
And I think
Sort
to
of
me,
depends on the character.
it depends on the character. It depends on like how you do the tone, because look, you could do this tone for Green Lantern so well,
Right.
but it also depends on the story that you're telling. If you have a good story, regardless of the tone, it can work.
Well, Green Lantern stories are pretty out there. Like, they're very comic booky, I guess, for a lack of a better term. But
And I think that's a concern that people might have, like moving forward, because of how grounded this show kind of feels in comparison. But there's also a good
Yeah.
chance that as the show goes further, it could go more out there and become more comic booky. Like
Yeah.
people forgot, like, Guy Gardner was in Superman and he was very comic booky of a character.
yeah, he is.
Like-
Guy, I
like
mean,
in-
Guy
in
Gardner is a character that you kind of have to make him like he is in the comics, or else it's kind of just pointless. Like, he's a douchebag. That's his character. But it is interesting that he's a douchebag and he's a Green Lantern. That's the part that's interesting,
Like,
because you're like,
he's an entertaining douchebag.
oh no, he is a straight up scumbag. Don't get it twisted. He does some stuff that is like, it does kind of cross the line in some cases. And I'm
Jordan,
sure.
right?
No, Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner was in.
Okay, okay.
You
Okay,
saw him
well,
in
I gotta get-
Superman.
I didn't watch Superman. The old
Yeah,
one,
you
right?
did.
The
Oh, the new
What are you
one?
talking about?
Nathan Fillion.
Oh, you mean the new
character.
one?
The new one. He was in the new one.
Oh.
Yeah, Quansium. We're gonna have to educate Quansium about the
Oh,
superhero
boy.
stuff. No, but he saw Superman. So I'm kind of. I guess he didn't remember the guy that was like has the bowl cut. He's a Green Lantern.
Oh.
He's in the movie. You probably Google it and look at it.
or
you'll
like
remember.
also because
The guy Superman was fighting at the
No,
end?
no, he never
Oh.
fought him in that. It would remember like there was the Justice Gang and they were helping Superman. He was on the Justice Gang.
Jeez, I forgot that movie.
yeah.
Damn, bro. Oh man,
So-
bro.
I'll look at the clip. Don't worry.
So we got there we go. I had to like stream and then exit and then click back on the stream. Okay. I don't know why I did that. It's not my fault. It's StreamYard's.
But
Or
you
YouTube.
want to see what the new desperate thing that chuds on both sides, because you
Oh,
got,
we-
you got
I'm
You
gonna
got
pull
the-
up Jester Bell.
You got the chuds from the Snyder fandom. You got the chuds that think everything's woke. You want to know what some of them are doing? They're trying to lift up the 2011 garbage Green Lantern movie.
I saw some people are doing that now. Okay, I listen. When I was a kid, I was like really excited for that movie, and I've never seen it since I was a kid. But everybody's been in agreement that the movie was crap. So it's like for people to go back now, and this I've said this before. Like people love to do why can't I say the word revisionism constantly with these comic book movies. Like suddenly people go like, oh yeah, I don't know, Thor Love and Thunder was like amazing MCU movie and
Or
everybody
Thor the
loved it,
Dark
right?
World. There's some that are trying to lift
Yeah.
up Thor the Dark World.
Yeah, people go back and they change their opinions. And then instead of it being like, you know what, I actually rewatched the movie and I like it now. And now it's no, everybody liked it 10 years ago. No, like it's never been that
Listen,
way.
it's
What's
okay
up,
if your
Sideways?
it's okay if your opinions changed about a movie, but be honest about it.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna pull this one. Week after week, the
What's
Snyderists
up?
will use this show's success as some kind of imagine. Yeah, they will like they all think that Snyder is gonna somehow come back. It's never going to happen. I feel like most people, I mean, the Snyder people are literally nut jobs, but it's too fun not to talk about them because regardless of the quality of whatever DC is doing, they always have these crazy delusions that don't even make any fucking sense.
well, here's the thing: because of this merger, that who knows what's going to happen with it. They think this means the Snyderverse is going to continue. No, there's
Yeah.
two options: either James Gunn's contract is going to get renewed, or he's going to be out the door, and they're either going to continue without Gunn, or they're just going to reboot everything again.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if
there's
Lanterns is a hit in terms of viewership,
Hmm.
there's no way you can't continue this, even if James Gunn is not around.
Well,
Right,
here's the
like-
other thing, because people believe that there's a good chance that Clayface, because it's got a low budget, it's coming out in October, horror movies are doing well.
Right.
If Clayface is well received, there are people that are hopeful that Clayface can make a really strong profit, even if it doesn't make a ton of money. So I think if
Right.
like Clayface also does well, and Man of Tomorrow does well, and it's well received, then it's going to keep going. And the thing that people need to understand why only like certain things are either getting greenlit or are being pushed aside. Here's the reality of what's happening. No one really knows what's going to happen post merger. And I think things are being stalled, and things that are being greenlit that they can probably continue if the merger goes through.
Right. I mean,
I
I think I've always said it was the merger that is like holding them up. But then it was like Supergirl came out, and then Supergirl didn't do well, and there was all this like stuff. I mean, I'll admit some of the stuff I was like, yeah, I'm not for this. Like, I'm still like Hal Jordan dying is still like okay. I don't know if it's like the best idea, but the show in the first episode is just too fucking good to be like, yeah, like I'm so pissed off about that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes like a show or movie could do something that is like you're like, fuck, I didn't want them to do that. But like that's kind of the point of the show. And the show is actually pretty good. If the show was bad, then yeah, like it would be like a list of stupid things that they did. And I know like okay, it's only one episode, but a lot of shows don't have good first episodes. Like this one hooked you immediately. Like I have a lot of theories, and I was surprised by the fact that this show, it's not like it's like if you know a bit about Green Lantern, and in fact, if you know a lot about Green Lantern, there's some stuff in this episode where you're like, oh wow, like that's kind of an interesting illusion that you just made. Where you're like, if this was not, and I'm sure if this show was not made by Tom King, they would not be doing any of a lot of the, I don't know what you would say, allusions to certain things. What if John wasn't looking for the ring on Dead Hal? I think he was, though. I mean, Tom King himself, he said that Guy has the ring. And now people are debating. They're like, well, if he has the ring, how did
What's
he
up,
get the ring?
guys?
beforehand. What's up, Sideways?
Yeah.
When you want to talk about your thoughts on this? Because I know you were saying that you're not big into detective shows, so I was kind of curious.
Yeah, I'm not like, and I don't know if I'm into it or not, but it actually kind of, I think I had some time thinking about it more after that, but it did like got me curious on what's going to be happening with it.
Right. Do you like Green Lantern? Like, are you like?
I like Green Lantern. I love like the lanterns and stuff.
Hmm.
I like how I like John. Because I did watch Justice League the animated series. It's been a while though.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I mean, that's where
I'm-
I mean that was my introduction to Green Lantern. But then when the movie was coming out, I was like, oh, Green Lantern, and then I try to like get into the character. Like I said, I'm not like a massive Green Lantern fan. Like I don't know every little thing. I know some things, but I don't know like every little thing. I mean, I mean, most people don't know every single thing about a character, but I mean, like, in terms of ranking, I know a lot more about Batman than Green Lantern. Like, Green Lantern would probably be like a bit step down, like maybe like 5 places down in terms of like.
That'd be
Yeah.
me as well.
I knew who Green Lantern was. I knew him a little bit. I didn't see the movie though, because I wasn't really interested in it when I was young. But I started to know him a little bit more when I got the Lego Batman game, Lego Batman Gotham Beyond Gotham, where they show different lanterns.
Yeah, I'm sure like a lot of like the outside media is what, or outside the comics is where people got most of their exposure. Look at Hal's finger when he takes off the ring in the car. I didn't check that. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Because like one of the things like I have a lot of theories about this show, right? Because one of my main theories is that the main villains are, well, the Guardians of the Universe.
Yeah.
And I only say that because I mean, like when this show was announced, they were like, "Oh, this is gonna be inspired by Earth One Green Lantern," and I was like, "Oh, you know, I always wanted to read that comic." So I did read both volumes, and out of all the Earth One comics, that one is definitely the best one. The Batman one by Jeff Johns is I'm sorry, that was bad. I never.
Wait, all of them?
I never read the Superman one. The Wonder Woman one is whatever. The Teen Titans one is whatever.
Isn't the Superman one is based on Man of Steel?
It was kind of like Man of Steel from what I saw, but not really.
I know the Batman Earth one was based on a little bit of the Batman.
Yeah, the Batman.
Because I read the Batman,
but not as the Earth one Batman is like he's kind of like, I don't want to say bumbling, but he is kind of bumbling. Like he kind of is not like, well, like he's still like learning everything. Where it's like in year one he was very like technical and methodical with how he was doing things, whereas like in that comic you get to see a lot of his mistakes, and I feel like it takes away the illusion of Batman. Like, yeah, I like in theory this would all make sense, but it's just like I don't need to know that. It's like when, I don't know if you guys know this, but like when Kevin Smith was writing Batman, he like made this retcon that was so like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like I get what he was trying to go for, but it just comes across stupid. So you know that scene in year one where Batman busts through and he's like you know, at the party, and then he lands and then he has a smoke grenade go off and everything. Kevin Smith retconned it where he says like in that moment when the grenade goes off, Batman pisses his pants.
Oh,
because
so
of
that's
that.
where that came from. The whole Batman pisses his pants.
Yeah, it's like it's like kind of just like, yeah, I guess like technically that would happen, but like I don't need to know that happened. You know, if that makes sense. Like some details are left, just don't mention them. Like just let that be in your head. Like this happened. It's kind of funny, or it's kind of like shows his humanity, but it's just like, yeah. It's whatever. I don't know. That's what that's comic book writers for you. Like people come up with stuff where they go back and change things, be like, it would actually happen this way. They're like, I don't know, man.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Do you want to watch the Jester Bell video? I want to see what she says because I don't
Sure.
watch her, but like I'm
I
gonna pull it up.
seen. Wait, is it the one with the lanterns?
Yes.
I seen it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I was curious on what everyone was about with lanterns that week.
I did not see it. Hold on. I just realized you could change the shapes on this now. Because the shapes here look a little bit weird. No, I don't think you.
Hmm.
Whatever. I'll have to go back and learn StreamYards. Stream. Because this is just like. Let me play it. Make sure you can hear it.
Mm.
As Mr. Baggins, internet commentator, but with the mind of a Hollywood
Put this on. Fuck
executive.
it. And
Let's say that you've just been given a property. Let's say that property is
She looks like a hobbit.
and
yeah,
think
she
about
leaned
this
into
for a
that,
minute.
so we can't
This
even
is
make fun
basically
of her
an
for that.
intergalactic
Oh, gosh.
space cop who has a special ring that can create literally anything. The limit is only his imagination. Wow. And you've been just given this property, and you have the ability to make a movie or a TV show out of this property. Wow. Are we going to get any intergalactic space travel? Are we going to encounter any supervillains? Maybe he'll fight Sinestro. Think of all the cool creations he could create with his ring. All the things that you could do with this show. Will it be inspired maybe by
Notice how she never said anything about story right there. Nothing was like, oh, no, they should do this story. They should do that story. Nothing. It was just like the concept of Green Lantern. It's like you do realize there's a story to there's stories to Green Lantern. But this is what she does. This is why I stopped. I mean, I used to watch her a long time ago, and then she went, she got a bunch of subscribers because she just like fucking complains about it every single fucking comic book show or movie or whatever. Take a shot every time she says wow. If only I drank, I would be I'd probably be dead.
other sci-fi shows in the past? Who knows? Just think of the possibilities that you could do with that. No, bad idea. I hate that idea. As a Hollywood studio executive, I don't like the idea of space, of aliens, of interesting.
The show still has space, by the way. Like, we just haven't seen it yet. Like, I don't know. It's like these things again. It's like this is the first episode, and you're talking about shit that we haven't really seen yet. Like, oh man.
Looking creatures and cultures. I don't like the idea of supervillains. Those are embarrassing. And a green ring that could make anything that your imagination could possibly come up with. What a dumb, stupid idea. Once again, I am a Hollywood executive, and I know what a stupid idea. Who wants to watch a show about space travel? Who wants to watch a show about intergalactic?
By the way,
conflict?
Tom
Who
King
wants to
pitched
watch a
this
show?
idea.
Yeah,
He pitched the idea of this show.
Yeah, it was his idea. He said it himself.
Yeah.
He said those Martians better be white. For her, most likely she would probably say some bullshit like that.
That
And I won't even realize what the white Martians are. That's the funny part about
shot,
Jessica Biel.
that pause frame.
Oh yeah, this used to be a game where we just like pause to see like their fucking reaction.
Show where someone has a
pause
superpower
frame.
that's a green ring that can create literally anything. And green? That in and of itself is dumb. So I know
Mind you, that they literally show us like two constructs. Now I get it. Like this is not Green Lantern, the space adventure show. But that's not what it was marketed as. It like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to complain about the show. Like, we've seen the concept, we've seen the trailers, we know what we're expecting. It's not going to be anything different.
James Gunn's been saying it before. Even he said before, even like what he said during his announcement as True Detective.
Yeah, you said this a long time ago, which, I mean, it's obviously doing this in a TV show. If they were to do a legit Green Lantern show, it would be way too expensive. Like, and so I mean, like, they're still
They would
going
have
to
made a
space.
movie
It's
after
in the
at
trailer.
that point.
Yeah, I mean, and they could still make a movie for all we know. But it's just, I don't know. It's like, this can't just be the only criticism. I hope this is not the only criticism.
Actually, what
Pause
I'm
for-
going to do,
okay.
I'm not going to create a Green Lantern show at all, though I understand that that's the property that I have to use if I want to get my show greenlit. I'm going to make a show called Lanterns. Let's get rid of that silly green stuff. And I want to make it True Detective. I wish that I had my own True Detective. And I want to get rid of the green. I want to not use.
By the way, it's the same fucking company that makes True Detective, so I don't.
God forbid
pause
someone
for it.
decides
That's
to
super
experiment.
Yeah, someone. It's like they just decided to go with something interesting. I believe the goal is to build up to a feature film. Yeah, that. I mean, if they do that, it would be nice. I mean, if we only got this type of show, I was saying like they could go on with other Green Lanterns if they wanted to, like a True Detective. You know, that's usually what they do every season. It's like a new detectives, new mysteries and stuff. I mean, I never hated the idea. The idea is actually makes a lot of sense. There's space cops, and that's like the one thing in a lot of Green Lantern comics. It's like they're more like, well, they are more like cops. Like they enforce the law, right? So, and then obviously you get the superhero aspect to it, but them being more like detectives or more actually like, you know, a detective merged with a cop. Like, I actually like that idea. Like, if you were to do a movie where it was like they went off onto, you know, into space on a planet, it was like investigating a murder, like that would be cool too.
Hours as much as possible. And guess what? I want to set it in Middle America, in rural Middle America.
God damn it.
The autistic
Oh.
screech. Oh,
Please stop
Jesus.
doing
Like,
that.
I did.
Hey!
Like, I didn't. Why? By the way, there's people in her comment sections that are attracted to her and say weird shit. Remember this.
Yo, what the?
And she does
fuck?
stuff like this. Yeah.
And I want to use my show
I'm
to complain
really
about Republicans and
concerned.
modern day immigration policies.
Where was that in the show?
That was not really in the show.
Nah,
Where
listen.
was that in the show? Where they complain about Republicans?
Well,
No one
because, like,
complained about a
there's-
Republican in the
There
show.
was a reference to Obama's birth certificate, Obama being born.
Yeah, they made a joke about rural. I can't even say the state's name. Nebraskans. I didn't even say that properly.
Wait,
But
is it
everybody
June
know-
Hill?
June Hill.
Oh.
What?
The place that they're at, is it, what's it called?
No, it was like Rush. What was it?
Rush Hill?
I can't remember. It was like Rush something. The town,
Hmm.
like because they had like banners and stuff.
Oh,
where it's like-
Rushville.
Rushville, okay. Yeah. But like yeah, like it's a small freaking town. I mean, like everybody knows like people outside the city in the United States in a lot of you know, whether it's like the Midwest or like the South, they're gonna be Republicans. Like, come on, man. Like the whole joke was that like this guy is a Republican and he doesn't have any concept of what's going on. Like that was the joke. That's why it was funny. It was not even like you know, Republicans are stupid. No, that wasn't the joke. The joke was that the guy is pretending to be someone that he's not, and he's not even keeping up with the current events. Like it's
Bunch of
again,
snowflakes.
yeah, just like, you know, projection or just like shit going over their head, the nuance.
I didn't get this job for nothing. I know how to handle these properties. I know what movies and TV shows need to be out there into the general public. I think that this is excellent. We got rid of the Green Lantern. We got rid of any sense of adventure or fun or positivity or anything that would remotely be entertaining. And I made my show to complain about Republicans and
Where what the fuck is this bitch talking about? No, for real. Like,
Yo,
what the
kind
hell
What kind
is
of
she
like
talking about?
Karen pills did this lady take?
Where the show's not adventurous? I mean, like, it's a mystery show. Like, there's like, and this is another thing about her. It's like she is so desperate to be like a filmmaker and stuff. And it's like, okay, I'm never going to shit on someone for making stuff, but it's like you just watch comic book movies and then complain about things that, like, this show is not a typical comic book blockbuster movie. You're not going to get all these big action scenes. The whole point is the mystery, the character development. That's the main selling point. It's an HBO show, but she doesn't even acknowledge that. She doesn't even want to talk about that. Instead, she just is like, "Oh no, it's not what I wanted it to be," and then therefore it's bad. But instead of it being like, "This is not for me," it's no, this is objectively bad somehow. Like,
See, I hate when people do the objectively bad crap, because it's like at this point you're just letting your personal preferences and personal like beliefs like ruin the experience for you. See, this is the problem I have with the culture war people. They basically can't enjoy anything that has the slightest joke making fun of their side.
right. They always, I don't know, man. Like they're it's not even a joke. They are snowflakes, like legitimately snowflakes.
Hmm.
You know, it's funny that they call everyone else snowflakes, but it's like they are the biggest snowflakes out there.
Yeah, it's just oh man. I
They're
want
not
Everyone's-
exaggerating.
Hmm.
yeah, this was also this was interesting about the show was that the mystery it was tied to why Abin Sur basically showed up in the first place, which I thought like so. What I know is that the reason why Abin Sur's ship even crashed was because he was being tailgated by Logic. I think is the character's name. Again, I'm kind of like not familiar, but that's like the in the main continuity. He got tailgated by Logic, and Logic. I mean, I don't know much about Logic, but there was like I seen in some people's videos they were talking about like there's like references to the character. Is it Logic? I forget if it is the character's name is Logic, but yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I just know that one of the things that was kind of interesting, and I think this is probably just a coincidence, but Abin Sur has like a major plot point in the Absolute Green Lantern. And so I don't know if it's just like minds, like they had like similar ideas, but to like kind of like go into why Abin Sur was even here in the first place and make it more like a conspiracy, like because the Guardians definitely did not want him to be a Green Lantern. He says, I don't think that was Hal at the ending. That's what a lot of people think. Because I mean, they did mention that people can shapeshift, so it does make sense. But then you got to wonder, why is this spot, like this exact spot, is like a reoccurring? Because like there's even photos in other episode where he goes back to that exact same bench. And so my theory was that field didn't exist in 19 was it 86, and it was actually like some back rural forest area, and that's where Abin Sur crashed. That's my guess. Earth is a problematic location. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Green Lanterns in the comics who also don't like Earth at all. Like they just like they're like, humans are fucking disgusting and shit, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, it's true though.
Yeah, it is true. But let's continue with this.
Modern day immigration policies.
There's no
James Gunn's
nothing like
DCU,
that.
ladies and gentlemen. Okay, dropping the bit for a
Not
minute.
even. Sorry to cut it off, but there's not even the main character is kind of like, or not the main character, but William, who we saw at the farm. Like that character is he is a xenophobe technically, but like the show doesn't really, so far at least, is portraying him as like, oh yeah, I'm this like racist who's against like aliens. It's more like, I mean, I guess you could interpret it that way, but it's not as cut and dry as she's making it seem like. Like there is a lot more layers to that character. And it's just like, oh, there's the subtext that is there, and I'm sure someone had to point out that for her, but it's like it's not clear cut at all. That's the part that I just don't like. It's like what? It's like you're like, let's see where it goes before you jump to a conclusion. Because yes, that character is definitely going to be a villain, but there is something else going on So
I went and I watched an hour of the pilot episode of the new Lantern show, and I'm not gonna watch any more of this thing. I've seen enough. I don't
course you
care
won't.
about anything else that will happen.
Nah,
in
she's gonna
this
watch
show.
it still.
But yeah, if Supergirl was already the bullet that killed James Gunn's DC universe, Lanterns is just here to desecrate the corpse and make sure if anybody out there, if anyone at all
Shut
had
up.
any kinds of doubts that
Gosh.
that this was not over for James Gunn, Lanterns will do it for you. As you can imagine, yeah, this is such a dour, miserable experience. There's even a lot to talk about in regards to the show. But yeah, Lanterns is boring, it's dour, it saps out everything that would have made the show even Green Lantern, and it assassinates both Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. And it's very clear that Damon Lindelof, who
a character assassination, mind you. Okay, first off, one, how can you use the term character assassination on characters that are being introduced in an adaptation? Like, we don't know their characters. Like, and then on top of that too, so far at least, there's been no character assassination just based on if you're looking at the comic to the TV show. Like, the characters are pretty close to what you would expect. So it's like, where along the lines is there a character assassination? And knowing Jester Bell, she will never fucking explain it. She just says these things. Like, she always does this. She always goes like, the characters are two-dimensional. Okay, why? What makes them two-dimensional? Nothing. Not a fucking example, anything like that.
It's ironic that these two-dimensional YouTubers complain about because here's the thing, that's all these YouTubers really do. All they do is complain about stuff, but it's like, you're nothing special. All you do is over exaggerate and whine and carry, complain about stuff because it's either got diversity, it makes a joke about your political preferences. And the reality is that you are the real snowflake. You can't take a joke. You really can't enjoy anything. And look,
she doesn't enjoy anything outside of a blockbuster movie.
Here's the thing. Sometimes content's not woke content. Sometimes it's good content or bad content. Just because it's got some kind of woke message or might have a left-wing joke in it doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
There are people out there that basically say that what ruined the Batman for them was when Selena Kyle made a reference about white guys.
Yeah, these people, they get offended so easily.
Did you remember when Ryan Kittle was complaining about the fact there were only two good white guys in the Batman?
Yep.
Yeah, like
you can't make this stuff up, and it's like
they always do. They always and when the show or movie doesn't have anything like overt to complain about, that's what they go back to. They go back to like the casting and all this shit where you're like, come on, man.
Yo, you know these chuds had the biggest loss when the Odyssey not only made $1 billion, but recently just surpassed Deadpool and Wolverine as the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. This is Nolan's highest grossing movie. And it's the highest grossing R-rated movie. And it's like, you know what these people were trying to do? They were trying to act like Nolan was always this overrated director, and that like his past movies, many of which were fantastic, not all of them, but many of them. And it's like now all of a sudden The Dark Knight is tainted, or Inception is tainted, Memento, whatever Nolan movie was considered a masterpiece once is now tainted.
Yeah, I don't.
The mentality of these people is just bizarre.
I mean, listen, for them, all these people who do YouTube, it's like, I get it. Okay, you want to make money and stuff, but I mean, like, could you at least have an original fucking thought? Like, everything is like handed to you either through Twitter or other YouTubers. So it's just like regurgitation over and over again.
See,
and like, it's fine. Like, if you don't like the show, okay, whatever. But it's like, explain, like, actually legitimately explain. Like, I know 56K was joking here, but like, seriously, says, I was told that her dad and brother write this shit for her to say. I mean, it seems like I don't know about the dad and the brother, but I definitely know her sister. Like her sister works
Oh,
for the Daily
gosh.
Wire.
Yo,
So,
if your dad and your brother is writing your anti SJW YouTube content for you,
Yeah.
you should just quit. I'm sorry. Yo, could you imagine? Yo, I'm trying to imagine myself like asking my mom and my sister, hey, can you write my YouTube content making fun of Steiner Bros? And they'd be like, wait, what?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, because it's like notice if you go back to her old stuff, it's not like this at all. Like this is just like straight up pandering. Like it's actually crazy. The and I mean, I could just back out and show you. Like,
Yo, by the way, she got all this Harley Quinn stuff in the background. Yo, Harley Quinn wouldn't even put up with her bigoted
Or-
beliefs. Harley
yeah,
Quinn's
she has
crazy.
like a whole thing about
Harley
Quinn.
Quinn may be crazy, but she ain't. But she ain't a bigot.
Like she get a like. I mean, she's at 100K. She was getting kind of more views than this. I thought she was getting like at least 100K like on every video.
Yo, I'm
This
looking at
one-
these thumbnails of fake overreacting.
Yeah, it's all just like over. It's like, like hyper slop. That's all I can really
Okay.
say.
See, so I don't know if I've told you this. I might have shared it probably on either my streams or Aaron's streams, but for anyone who doesn't understand,
Hey,
I
guys.
used to watch Phantom Menace content back in like 2018, 2019. But here's the thing,
Right.
like I always had an issue, even when I used to support them, with how they made hundreds of Brie Larson videos, they made hundreds of Last Jedi videos. It's kind of just like, yo, guys, like, why don't you just focus on the modern day content that you like? Like, some of y'all are so
'Cause they don't like anything.
but it's like, here's the thing, like, some of them were like saying, oh, Cobra Kai is the greatest show of all time. Okay, so why not just make Cobra Kai content? Like, there's
they
bound
can't.
to be an audience of people that want to hear you talk about Cobra Kai, or
Because that's the thing, George. Like these people, they're not that skilled. Okay, they found a fucking gold mine on YouTube, and they go, "This is what the algorithm wants." And if you notice, when they don't get views, they complain. They say the algorithm. Listen, the algorithm for people who don't fucking understand YouTube is literally just the audience. It's just what the audience wants. So it's like if the video doesn't perform well, that either means like one, the small amount of people who did see the content did not like it. They either clicked off or they didn't even click on it to begin with, right? Because that's how YouTube works. So it's like for them, it's just like this is how they make their money. It's easy, it's quick, and they don't need they don't need to learn how to make a good thumbnail or make a good fucking structured video or write out with bots completely. Like,
you know,
no.
there's a channel. I'm gonna hype up a channel right now because this person they
Oh.
make mainly Harry Potter content, but they also do like Marvel, Hunger Games, and like other content. But they're mostly known for Harry Potter. His name is Movie Flame. He
Right.
makes these very well executed videos talking about Harry Potter theories, like why this Harry Potter movie worked for him, why this one didn't. But he also brings up, even though he thinks it was not a good adaptation, he still likes the movie because he likes all the Harry Potter movies, but he also talks about
him.
the adaptation
Okay.
part, like why Goblet of Fire, even though he likes Goblet of Fire as a movie, is his least favorite Harry Potter movie. But like he goes into deep detail why, and he brings his knowledge of the books up, whether he loves a movie or not, why he likes something that, you know, the movie did and J.K. Rowling didn't do right in her book. Like, that's the kind of content that I think more people should check out. These well executed essay videos. And he'll also do like Hunger Games and Marvel content. He recently just did with Spider-Man a timeline of Peter Parker's history in the MCU, the Tom Holland version. And
Mhm.
even though like that may not do as well as his Harry Potter videos, it still does well because he has a big enough audience of people that will watch anything of his, even though his Harry Potter content is what he's known for.
Right.
But still, he does like, and he'll do like these fun video reactions making fun of like Harry Potter fan fiction like tropes or like bizarre theories. But still, overall, like he makes good content where he gets thousands of views. He has all these subscribers. It's like I feel like more YouTubers should learn the right lessons from him and not the wrong lessons from people like this.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, there are a lot of people who are making good content. You just
No,
got to make sure,
absolutely.
like, yeah, you just got to make sure that when these people do appear on your feed, like, just get them out of there. Disney
like-
Plus made me enjoy the prequels.
Like another person that I like to watch because I generally like his reviews and respect his opinion, even though I disagree with him sometimes, is Sean Chandler, because Sean Chandler will make these well executed streams or video reviews, and it's like he's a fan, and it's like he
Right.
has
Hey,
fair
guys, I gotta go.
criticism, even if he likes the project, and like he still gets thousands of views. So it is possible to like get a lot of viewership by making positive but fair criticism content. But it's like you got to find the right audience, you got to have the right presentation style, and you just got to have likability. I
Yeah.
like the guy from Movie Flame, Morgan's his name. I like Sean Chandler. I like their personalities. You just gotta be like likable.
What were you gonna say, Quanzium? You got to go or something? I think he's muted. He probably did leave. Okay, probably had to do something. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's yeah, he left already. Yeah, okay. Still here. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, regardless, I know he was kind of sitting there. It's not. This is usually not his wheelhouse. That's why he's like sitting there. Like, what is all this? Like, I've never talked to him about any of this stuff because I just figured he just doesn't care. But yeah, that's okay. But because I just figured. Oh, got an echo. Okay, it's gone now. But let me continue with this.
Damon Lindelof, who is the showrunner, only cares about his own political messaging rather than actually making a Green Lantern show. Because why on earth would you take a property that, you know, could be a show about space travel and characters who can create anything with their imagination? Why would you take that and set it in?
Again, it's like we literally saw that in the first episode. We didn't see the space travel, but we did see him use his powers. Like, come on.
Rural middle America in the sticks. Like, it's so clear that David Lindelof, like, didn't want to make a Lantern show at all. He despises it.
Also, like, I get, like, Damon Lindelof, like, when they were marketing it, it was a little bit weird. I'm not going to lie, like, some of the things he was saying. But he did walk that back. And if you watch the podcast, he was like, no, I like Green Lantern. It was just more about, like, how do we introduce this world to a new audience? Which, I mean, that was the reason why they didn't make a Green Lantern show for a very long time. I know Sideways just left. I don't know if he'll come back, but hold on, give me 1 second. But anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, I just like anyway, let's keep
material.
going.
He just wants to find an excuse to greenlight another show that he can write out his current day political frustrations out into. So I want to go very quickly through this awful thing because I don't want to dwell on it. The most of this episode is just incredibly boring and dour, and I couldn't wait for it to be over. It took me 2 sittings to get through.
Just
But
like
yeah,
your content.
Two
like,
sittings. Holy man, do you have ADHD? It's like an hour long.
Good Lord, I have sat through 3-hour movies in one setting.
Like
Over 3-hour long movies. Yo, I sat through the Snyder Cut the first time I watched it in one sitting.
I did watch that in one sitting, crazy enough, but I mean, like, if you listen, man, you didn't even want to watch the show. If anything, you could have. I mean, she could be lying to us for all we know, but she could have just lied. It's not like, or she could have just been honest and said, you know what, this was so shit I couldn't even finish
the
it.
problem with themselves. They act like it's painful to even attempt to watch this stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
why bother? Like, are you that desperate to make content? Like,
Oh
do
no,
something
they
else.
are 100%. This was definitely like it's going to be at least in the algorithm. People are going to be searching for Lanterns, so it's like I got to make this. There's all the channels, right? Like that you see. That's their game. It's like look for new content to shit on. And I don't even know. Are these people like, if I met them in person and I said, I like Lanterns, are they going to like lose their fucking minds? Oh, Sideways is back.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
All right, now I
It's
can.
like,
All right, something
All
went
right.
wrong, so I have to reset it.
Yeah, you're good. Quanzium did have to lead. He just told me, which is fine. It's all right.
It just feels like they're just so miserable with their lives, and it's like they just don't have any enjoyment in their life whatsoever.
So what I missed so far?
Just more bullshit. I mean, you did watch a little bit of the video,
Yeah.
so you could. By the way, you could chime in at any moment. Just say
Oh
what
yeah.
you want to say, and then I'll I have to watch her video 3 times to enjoy them. One for the content, 2 times staring at her food. Yeah, I'm not staring at it and no boobs. I'm sorry. No, I'm good.
No boobs.
It says I'll read a 500 page book in one sitting. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I mean, if I could, if I have the time, but if it's really good, I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, listen, like this doesn't really say much. It more says about her attention span, or just like she just didn't care. So it's like, why even continue watching it? But whatever. It's
Barely see Green Lantern use his ring at all. When he does, it's for blinking
We
you'll miss it
kinda
moments
did.
and like the most minor
saw
of things,
it,
like getting a
but-
blink
like-
and you miss it moments. Fuck out of
It's
here.
not as like people expected or wanted to be, but we did get some constructs, but they're not like massive.
No, but they're the way that they use. Okay, the show is very clever about
Yeah.
slowly introducing. What's up, RJ? How you doing, man? The show is clever about how it's introducing constructs. Sorry, the way that it's like we're going to ease you in to this idea because it is a out there idea that people didn't really respond to when the first movie came out. Right, I'm talking about general audiences, not us. But and the way that they use it in the show, like him using the money construct, right? I mean, technically, Green Lanterns aren't supposed to do that, right? Because it's breaking the law. But he was using it in the context of the show. He was using it to get into jail. Like he was actually like this ring is used for a purpose. You can't just like randomly use it. It wasn't just, oh, I'm gonna fuck around and put this money in a fucking jukebox for shits and giggles. No, it was like, I need to do this because I need to interrogate someone, even though technically I shouldn't be doing it. That was the whole point of that scene. But it just goes right over her head because I don't know. It's like, is it because she has like no brain cells? You know, I don't care. I will say whatever about her because it's so stupid. And she knows that these points are stupid because, like, where's the examples? I just gave you an example, and you'll never hear her say that in any of her videos.
can opener at one point. In the one of the opening sequences, Hal Jordan makes John Stewart drive off a cliff and forced to use the ring to create something, and we don't even see that. We just hear off screen that he created bubble wrap to somehow save himself. Because this show hates Green Lantern. It doesn't want to show any superpowers.
No, again,
Oh, I don't remember this part of the video. I must have zoned
Oh,
out.
like they keep making these bizarre claims that the people that made this hate Green Lantern. No, the people that made the 2011 Green Lantern movie hate Green Lantern.
People are now switching up on the 2011.
yeah,
Yo,
we were talking
It's
about
so
that.
stupid. Yeah, we were talking about that before. It's so dumb.
Yeah, no, I mean, this point here is, again, it's a stupid point because it's like the way, again, if you knew anything about Green Lantern, even though the show doesn't tell you, because this is the thing, they always go back and forth with this. It's either I have the knowledge or the knowledge from the comics that the show hasn't introduced yet, or they go, I'm ignorant to what's in the comic and I'm just going off of what the show is. They always play this back and forth fucking game.
I
But-
bet those people who are making those knowledge are the ones who saw the animated series, Green Lantern animated series, or
Right.
the 2011 show, or the Justice League animated series where he appeared. I think that's where most of their knowledge are, including his other appearances in other DC animated shows or animated projects. That's
Right.
what my thing thing is, because if those are the people who think that that don't like lanterns are the ones who are the ones that like the other stuff besides
Right.
lanterns.
Yeah. I mean, these people, man.
And I'll be honest, I think I was one of those people who put expectations on lanterns because I didn't really think of it being a true detective. After seeing that trailer, I'm like, oh, okay. Was I disappointed?
yeah.
Yes, but I gave it a chance though. I wasn't like going to outright hate it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mentioned it was really just a leak that put me off, and I even said when I saw that, I was like, listen, I think this is a dumb idea, and I will reserve until I see the show. Obviously, my opinion has changed, and I think that him dying is like now feels more like a footnote, like it really doesn't matter because that's like the whole crux of the mystery. Like the whole mystery is about Hal Jordan, both alive and dead. So, you know, like I don't know, but I wanted to read this comment because people like her want everything to be one to one are the same ones who can't see when things are greatly written from interpreting the source material. Yeah, they never. This is okay. This is why I want to highlight that 56K's comment because this is the fucking point that I always see these people fail to miss. Like they really, it's like, oh, I'm a fan, and you're like, that's nice. You're a fan. You can claim to be a fan of everything, of anything, but like, where is your like, you know, oh yeah, I'm a fan and I'm reading this and then I'm interpreting this new material as a fan and being like, oh, that was clever, right? As someone who has that knowledge, that is actually a very cool idea to play around with. But they never give these people credit because I mean that's their job. But if someone was to sit down and tell them this, they would be like, they would dance around the fact. Yeah, I know you are, man. Listen, man. I ain't gonna challenge you on it on anything Green Lantern because, you know, like I said, I'm a casual Green Lantern fan. I love Green Lantern, like the idea of Green Lantern, and just like the emotional spectrum and everything. Like I just like the idea, and I've been reading more of them now, or of them. There's some Green Lanterns like I don't really care for, like Baz. I mean, that's more newer stuff. Like that's New 52.
Simon Baz?
Yeah, I don't really care for that guy. Like kind of interesting, but I feel like they didn't really do much with him. I think John already knew Hal didn't have the ring and is looking for the green burn around his finger. Well, we'll see it. We'll see how that. Because yeah, I didn't pick up about the green burn that you're talking about, but I know you'd probably know. So, but yeah, I just like these people, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like it's I struggle to even say that they're a fan. It's like, yeah, you put the bobbleheads on your fucking like shelf and shit, but it's like
You got that Project Hail Mary poster in the background.
yeah, but like these
I deserve that
people-
poster more than her.
Yeah, I'm surprised she even likes that movie. If we're being
Most
honest.
of the people like that movie. The Chuds like that movie.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I know
surprised.
a lot of chuds were positive on that movie, but
I mean,
an actor that gets into social things, so that's probably why they'll support actors that kind of keep their mouth shut.
I mean, like, it's still, I don't know. These guys, they love to pick and choose. Like, even with Spider-Man, they were like kind of favoring Spider-Man, but then they were like, well, did it really gross $2 billion? Like, get out of here, man.
Well, here's the thing: were they favoring Spider-Man because they thought it was truly a good movie, or were they doing it to go after the Odyssey?
I have no clue with them. Probably the latter.
Like, here's the thing: they would be making videos saying Spider-Man beat down Odyssey if Odyssey never made $1 billion worldwide.
Right.
There would be
Yeah.
thumbnails of like Tom Holland with laser eyes, like shooting at like Christopher Nolan, which is weird because Tom Holland was in both movies, so I don't know why they would do something like that. But I could
Right.
see them doing shit like that.
Yeah, they always do ridiculous things like that. But anyway, let me continue with this.
Powers. It doesn't even want to make a superhero show. It wants to make its cynical deconstruction of Middle America and all of that.
Where's the deconstruction? It's like you say words.
Yo, maybe Middle America should like grow up.
I mean, but
Stop
so
being
far
offensive.
it's like what I just like swiped away from the video, but like so
Hey
far
guys,
it's like where's
I'll
the
come to you today. What is
deconstruction?
Jester Baggins in
Where were we? Like 7 minutes.
But it's like when she makes comments like that, it's like, okay, I don't know if anyone ever saw this movie from the late 90s. I mean, not late 90s, late 80s. It was called Mississippi Burning.
Yeah.
It has not Hugh Jackman, Gene Hackman and Willem Dafoe. And like the lines that always got me with some of these people in Mississippi would say, "We don't want these people telling us how to live our lives." It's like, you're racist people.
Mm.
Like, can you blame anyone from saying maybe you should stop being a racist? This is like the mentality right there. Like, stop making fun of middle America. It's like,
Yeah, it's I the thing is, like, the show hasn't even really gone into that, so it's like she's just like saying things that that other people have said. Like, even Critical Drinker, I was looking at Eric Debunks' video, where this is mostly how I even know about their opinions, is because of his stuff, and just like that, him just like dunking on them. And obviously these people, they're very emotional. As much as they want to say that they're not, all their arguments are just like, it's all just like their gut reaction to things, which could be fine. You can do that, but you mix it in and try to make it objective. And we know, based on, listen, you guys clearly don't. It's almost like you guys never have taken like anything above like grade 8 English. Like, you guys don't understand anything about themes or motifs or subtext, like, or just like character development, how a story works and functions. Like, all of that is just like, and then on top of that too, they know nothing about filmmaking. On top of that, they know nothing about even just like creative design of why things are,
because they're not creative.
No, they're not creative. I mean, look at
remember when Josiah Rises was supposed to launch that like his version of Hollywood or something?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Like, the thing is, here's the thing: to know about some of these chuds, even if they're not in the community anymore, a lot of them were failed comedians and writers and directors. Like, Josiah Rises is technically a failed director. You remember Jesse Milestone from Geeks and Gamers? Yo, she was a failed comedian. Like, the thing is, these people, they lash out because their stuff got rejected in hindsight.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't Cameron Passion? Didn't he used to work on like that Tron cartoon from the mid 2010s? And now he's known for being Doomcock.
Well, they're definitely disgruntled individuals, and I get it. Hollywood and working in the movie entertainment industry is tough, but I don't know. Like, these people, it's like they've I don't know, like, to walk around with your chip on your shoulder. Like, if you're a creative person, in my opinion, especially with YouTube, like, you make your creative stuff. Like, no one, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need fucking Hollywood's money or fucking backing. Like, all you really just need is an audience and make your stuff. But they make shit like this.
Here's what I do, because I always keep telling myself, "Ooh, I want to try to write my own screenplay and try to get submitted." What I do instead, though, is like, I encourage other kids at my job to like write their own stories and to be creative. And it's like, yeah, they're just kids, but still, it's like, why not use your talents to good use and maybe like help other people figure out what they're good at, see if they've got the thing, because some of these kids, for like young kids, they're very creative, and it's like, I really hope they continue writing as they get older, like as they get to middle school and all that. And it's like, some of their story ideas are so much fun, and it's like, why don't you just use like your failed talents to good use and maybe help other people?
It's not even failed talents. That's the thing. It's like they have the mentality of someone who failed. Not so much that, like, if they just accepted whatever and they moved on, which I mean, like, I guess they're trying to do, but it's not really like, it's still with that chip on their shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, let's go make a movie about, like, I don't know, whatever that Jonathan Major crap is. But, like, nobody's paying for that. And they want to complain about this stuff and pandering and all. It's all because, like, you guys have a very cynical, jaded fucking perspective. And instead of it just being like, you know what, I don't have to agree with everything in a fucking TV show. It's just entertainment. Or sometimes it could just make you think. Like, sometimes it's okay to have a difference of opinion. Like, someone telling you something and you go, actually, you know what? Maybe I disagree with that, or maybe I do agree with that. You know what I mean? But these people are like, they're so self-absorbed. That's the shit that just pisses me off about Jester Bell. And Jester Bell is trying to make whatever these like movies are in her backyard, and they look like, you know, I don't even know how old is Jester Bell. I am still confused.
Yo, I can't tell how old the like. I don't know if she's around my age or younger.
I have
Yeah.
no clue.
It's just
She's gotta be like in her mid-20s.
Jester Bell.
Yeah.
It says she's 27.
yo, she don't look good for 27. I'm sorry.
I mean, she looks a lot younger
Pause
than
frame.
27.
That pause frame.
That pause frame. She comes across like a child. I don't know, like, did she go to like school or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, did she go to university, college? Like, I don't know. She doesn't really she comes across like as someone who's like in high school, who's like only sort of now developing their voice, and they have these opinions. But at 27, I mean, come on, like,
Any superpowers. It doesn't even want to make a superhero show. It wants to make it cynical deconstruction of middle America and all of that. So how did they destroy the characters? Well, Hal Jordan is turned into the most unlikable, hateable character in this show.
He wasn't
Where
really
he's not
that
a superhero that
unlikable.
has no fear.
I mean,
That's
he
the
wasn't-
episode.
enjoyed
Not
him.
that Hal Jordan is.
I thought he was pretty good, pretty fun. I don't think he was unlikable.
I enjoyed him. I mean, I said it before. I like the actor that plays him because I grew up watching Friday Night Lights, which Kyle Chandler is known for. But still,
Right.
like, I liked his interpretation of Hal Jordan. He is, and look, I like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, but he is a million times better than Ryan Reynolds was as Hal Jordan. I'm sorry, from that episode alone, he was way better than what Ryan Reynolds did in like an almost 2-hour movie.
this is the wrong opinion, Red, but we know you always have the wrong opinion, so that's okay.
But
But,
okay, but here's the thing.
Jokes aside.
Because what Red said, let's just say like people truly believe that. If that's the case, isn't the actor doing his job of being an unlikable person? If, let's say, people interpret the character as unlikable in the comics,
Right.
it's like,
Well,
what's the big deal? Like, the thing is, here's the thing: no character in the comics is perfect. Characters will do unlikable stuff in the comics, even if you love the character.
I mean, Hal Jordan is a pretty, like, at least during like Rebirth, okay? Like he's pretty, like, you know, like he's I don't want to say generic, but he is just like the guy, you know what I mean? Like he's not offensive or like anything too like over the top. I mean, like, I don't know, like this version of him, it felt very much like him, like very like the sarcasm that he would have. Like, I mean, Hal Jordan is also known for that in a lot of interpretations as well. Like even like Elseworld stories depict him like that. So it's like, this is pretty spot on to the character. I mean, as for like the you know, the different events that he's gone through, his like characterization, like that's still up for debate. Like we don't know. Like one of the things that they did say in the show, I mean, his dad did die in a jet accident, but they never mentioned if he has or had brothers, which he does in the comics, and his mom. Like we haven't even gotten to any of that, and his mom like really hates Hal Jordan because of, you know, his decision to be a pilot and how, you know, all the backstory and history. And I mean, like in the show, they mention like he doesn't have anybody. So it's like, well, that's something that's going to definitely seems like it's going to be explored further. So I just think it's kind of weird, like to say this. It's like clearly, first off, one, it's only the first episode. And two, clearly you don't know anything about this character, because so far you haven't even talked about his personality or his characterization from the comics.
Fearless. It's that he's lonely. He's the lonely male stereotype. He has no one to care about and no one who cares about him, so he doesn't care.
There's a lot of
whether or not he
characters in
dies.
comics
That is
that
your
feel
Hal
that
Jordan in
way.
the show.
I mean, that's how he's portrayed at first. We don't know if that's completely true.
Was Jester Bell complaining about Peter Parker feeling this way in No Way Home?
I'm not sure. I didn't watch that video.
Because
I don't
it's
watch
like-
her videos. So.
Because it's like you can't like Here's the thing: if you can't praise, and this goes for anyone, not just judge, you can't praise Brand New Day for embracing a lonely Spider-Man that's like down on his luck, is miserable, and then say Hal Jordan's miserable. This show stinks.
Yeah.
That's
Like
hypocritical.
you can't do that. But then again, I've established that Spider-Man fans love a miserable Peter Parker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Sp-
like miserable Spider-Man, but not all the time. Like you
Yeah,
gotta have some balance.
exactly.
But yeah, this is just whatever. But what do you want to say, Sideways? Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like what George said was right because it is hypocritical that people say that characters should be like this instead of that some characters should be like that type of stuff.
Right. Yeah, I do agree with that.
I'm surprised they never brought in what's her name, Hal Jordan's love interest, which she was.
Yeah, Carola Ferris.
Yeah, I thought they were going to bring her in.
I mean, she's so. I mean, we don't know. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we just don't know. Like, it's the first episode. They're not going to tell us everything, right?
Yeah, they could bring her like later on.
She's definitely going to be in the show. Like, she's like a major plot point. Not a major plot point. She's a major part of his character.
Oh,
And
you
we
know what I was
obviously
going to
know
bring up
that
about Hal in the the New 52, not the comics, but the Justice League War. Hal's personality was more a little douchebaggy in
right,
the
like cocky and arrogant.
Yeah, and a little cocky. That's what Lanterns reminded me of.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, a lot of the times he is depicted like that. Like even in the Silver Age, he was kind of like, you know, he had that bit of like, not like too much, but like it was there. It was a little bit there. Like that's just I just feel like he's like the standard superhero with a little bit of like sarcasm, you know, like he kind of, you know, he's kind of feels like not that he's better than people, but he's like, you know, he believes in something and he will make sure that everybody knows it. That's always been Hal. He's never been a modest character. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like, what about this depiction so far, at least, is a negative portrayal? Like, other than the fact that he's old, or he doesn't wear the suit, or he's like a jaded, which he's jaded for a story reason. Which, like I said, if you're a Green Lantern fan, like I said, the theory that I have is that he's jaded because of the Guardians. The Guardians clearly did not want him to be a Green Lantern, and they went out of their way to pick. So this is another thing. This is part of the comics. John was not Hal Jordan's original replacement. It was Guy, but Guy got injured, and then they had to settle for John. And then eventually, Guy, you know, he healed up, and you know they gave him the ring. But
I know about the other how John got the ring is the Guardians sent a Manhunter somewhere where John was at, and they had to pick the ring to see how he proves himself to get the ring.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
But the Guardians kept that as a secret because they didn't want John to know all that they sent a Manhunter to the military base where he was at.
Right. But let's
He
continue
is
on.
not confident. He is not likable. He is not heroic. He's just a sad, lonely man who doesn't care whether he's unalived or not. I'm just being careful because YouTube has been really
What do you
persnickety about
mean
that
he
kind of
wasn't
thing lately.
confident? He was
He
confident.
really wishes he was dead, and like that is Hal Jordan. And he's a jerk to Jon Stewart and everyone for no reason. He's got this like really false sort of snarkiness, this sort of snarky attitude that's really fake.
That's
that he puts on all
always
the time.
been
It's not
him.
even like, again, it's like she can't even really like understand what she's watching. There's nothing false about what he's doing. He is the experience authority. Like, does she not like understand that? Like, he has like 40 years of experience, like, or 30 years of experience, because of the, you know, takes place in 2016. But like, he obviously knows more, where it's like John is like only learning the ropes now, but he's eager to take it on. And the thing is, John, it's not even like John is like, yeah, I want you gone. It's more like he obviously still respects him. That's why the show started off with him looking at the TV. He was a kid admiring this superhero that as a kid he knew, okay, this is my job. This is who I'm going to be. This is who I have to look up to. And that's why during the entire, beginning half of the show, John is not he's not even saying anything negative to him. He's just like, he thinks like, oh, we should do this instead. And Hal's like, no, you can't do this because this is what's going to happen. And John's like, no, I'm going to try it anyway. And he was wrong. Yeah, they've always been shady. Yeah. But like in the Earth One, like they go even further with it. Like they're just like outright villains where it's like I know in like, they do a lot of fucking weird shit, but I feel like in this show, they're going to be like straight up like, no, we are working with the Green Lanterns, but we have like other motives, specifically probably aimed at the human Green Lanterns. That's just my guess or theory. But yeah, I don't want to like play all of this video because she's just so grating, but I want to get to her like talking about John. I'm gonna skip ahead.
John Pierre just has like the same expression on his face no matter what happens, just throughout everything, the entire show.
Again, that's the character, they set that up. So again, this is just kind of like
where he has no agency as a character in this first episode. He is with Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan
no
is letting him
agency
use the ring,
as
but
a
he does it in a very
character.
passive aggressive way where he's testing him. It's confusing because in Green Lantern lore, the ring is supposed to choose you. It's not something you earn or something you train for. But yeah, Hal Jordan keeps referring to him as the rookie, and it's really annoying. And
It's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. I mean, it is, but like I said, John was picked in the comics. Guy was also picked in the comics. So, I mean, yes, it does. Like, I mean, there's other people who've also, like, the ring has chosen, yes, or even other Green Lanterns. But it's not as clear cut as she's making it seem like.
Jon Stewart is just kind of looking constantly angry and constipated through this episode and just kind of taking it. And I don't understand why they're together. And like, there's no nuances in this.
Why they're not together? They set that up in the show.
Jon Stewart, there's no heroism. He's just angry because he has to hang out with Hal Jordan, the most.
He's not.
He's not really angry.
He's not angry.
I mean, there are times he gets annoyed by Hal because of the one time where, I mean, he gets annoyed sometimes because one, Hal almost the car scene, and also him flying away because he has to go to the I forgot
in Rushville
again.
Rushville.
Yeah, Rushville. But he just gets annoyed. He's not angry. And that reminds me, is like I get this a lot as well, like where people always look at me or like look at my face because they think I'm like, don't look like I'm not happy or smiling.
Yeah, I mean, people have, I mean, they call it resting bitch face. I mean, but this guy, he looks like it. I mean, like, I'm guessing it's because she's saying just the way he looks. He obviously has a very like stern, intimidating look to him, but that's why people like him, because they're like, that's the idea that people had of John in the Justice League cartoon, and that's where most people know the character from. So it's like, for you to say this is also kind of like, a tell. You know what I mean? That you never really liked any of these characters, or at least even in their animated form. Like, I'm not someone who's like, oh yeah, you only have to be a fan of the comics. No, like, people play the video games, or they play, or they they watch animated movies or TV shows, and that's how people get interpreted and or brought into this stuff, right?
I was introduced to Jon Stewart from the 2001 Justice League show.
Right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure
a lot of people in like my age range.
Yeah.
Like
in our age range, definitely.
And
100%.
also the Young Justice cartoon as well. He appeared.
Yeah. I mean, if you grew up with the comics, you probably like older, like in the 70s, you were like, yeah, that's where I, first discovered Green Lantern. And then, you know what I mean? Like, every generation has like their starting point. I don't begrudge people or blame people. Like, That's a lot of characters. That's how I got into, is like just knowing them. Like I never like who's a character that I could just like randomly pick. Like Blue Beetle. Like I had no clue about Blue Beetle until like what Brave and the Bold, the cartoon.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, like to some characters, like yeah, I had no clue, right? Especially if it was DC. Like I didn't read a lot of DC comics as a kid, besides like Batman. Um, so like a lot of the times, like those DC animated shows, like were my entry point into knowing that villain or that hero, like Zatanna, like so it's just like I don't know. It's just this to me is a tell. What she's saying. By the way, her face here, bro.
God damn it.
Like
annoying guy on planet Earth, I guess. But well, that in of itself would be an assassination of the character of Jon Stewart. Then this moment happens, and maybe you saw my tweet of it. Jon Stewart is in a bar, and he's
Oh boy.
moaning about how
The
Jordan,
one that
the
I
same
keep hearing
expression,
people
same,
talking
same
about.
cadence of speech. He's just
Yeah.
constipated and angry throughout the entire thing. And he's talking to this 50-year-old woman who's come up to him and is wanting to talk to her about. She's wanting to talk to him about what's happening and why he's so aggravated. All of a sudden, this 50-year-old woman wants to hook up with him. It comes out of absolutely nowhere.
no. You just listen. I know you got the tism. I know you don't understand social cues. Sorry, I'm just gonna be relentless because this is just so stupid. Subtext. There was like, listen. He's sitting at the bar. She's inquiring about him, and there was obviously some weird tension because he kept talking to her. He was like, "She's alone." Like, come on. Like, that's a cue. That's a clue. Like, it's just like, again, like this stuff like this is just like you're just exposing yourself. Like, come on. And also, like, I mean, she's not that bad looking, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, I was surprised when they even were saying that she was a grandma. I was like, what the fuck? Like, she don't
No
look like
way.
no grandma to me.
Yeah, no way she don't look like a grandma. Maybe at best like the parent of teen kids.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I know Jester Bell. Fuck Jester Bell. I'm being dead serious.
But
I had to literally rewind it because I didn't understand what was happening.
Of
And
course, you didn't understand.
Jon Stewart just kind of goes along with it. Guys, first of all, Jon Stewart is not this type of character at all. He's not the type of character who, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't think it was the type of character who like just goes on random hookups or whatever.
so you're all
What do you know?
okay with Hawk Girl and Green Lantern then?
I mean, it's not even that. They literally make a mention or a joke about that in this same fucking show. Hal Jordan goes, I can't believe that you did this. Like, it's only been 24 hours and you already fucking slept with her. And he acknowledges, he's like, he fucked up. Obviously, he's gonna still fucking talk to her, probably for, plot reasons. But it's like, again, it's like, okay, the character did one hookup. It's not like he's hooking up with all these women. You know what I mean? Like in the first episode, it was one fucking lady at a bar. And it was like, well, it happens. People do this. This is part of life. Like, it's just like, this is our entry point into the two characters getting to know each other. That's it. Like, but here she is going on this long fucking winded rant.
with women he doesn't even know. But this isn't even, the framing of, oh, he met this super hot chick in the bar and he gave into temptation. No, it's this 50-year-old woman.
That's what it was, though. Maybe she's not hot to you, but that's what it was.
who
Yo,
lives
I mean,
out is a
For
grand
real,
old
these
grandkid.
people would
But
say
anyway,
the
she
most
wants to
attractive liberal women were not attractive.
Yeah, they always. Yeah, he's also a rookie, and it's clearly he recognized it was a mistake. Exactly. This is what I was saying. Like, again, not watching the fucking show or paying attention. Unbelievable. He says the better question is, why the fuck did that woman want to cheat on her husband that quickly when she got grandkids? Exactly. Which, again, that's part of the story, and we got to find out why. I mean, she clearly was sitting there and was listening to them, and she's obviously in the know of something, and that's why she just allowed it to happen that quickly. I mean, also, and he was probably like, I mean, she's not that bad looking. Like, come on, like, dude, like, I get it. Like, she obviously was. I mean, the actress, like, they made her in the show look a lot older than she was, like, in the photos. So, but regardless, like, come on. Like, yeah, these people, man, or Chester Bell. really.
randomly hook up with him. There's no passion or any kind of sensuality to it. She just is like, yeah, get in the truck or whatever. And then we cut to a scene again where I guess they're hooking up. There's no nudity or anything, but like Jon Stewart,
You know, if there was nudity, she would have turned that shit off.
just
Oh
going,
gosh.
he's just accepting that I guess this woman wants to use his body in that way, and he has the same stoic expression, this blank.
I know. Listen. We need to find out what Jester Bell likes. I'm being dead serious. Like, if it's some
Yo.
like you know what I mean. Like, she doesn't like to talk about what actors are hot or you know what I mean. Like, but I know this is just some weird shit right there.
This face, it's
Like,
like
what do you expect him to be like after sex? What do you
we
expect?
gotta put- this,
Strange.
this is thumbnail gold right here. Anyone screenshot it and put it on a thumbnail.
Yeah, this is very weird. Oh yeah, this face,
About to
man.
go Gollum.
Oh no.
Is this the face that she wanted him to make during sex?
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Nah,
I'm
well,
pretty sure she's
Yo.
gay. I don't think she's gay. There's
Here's
no
the-
way she would be gay. That'd be
doesn't
crazy.
Red
Though.
like
Here's the
Jester
thing.
Bell?
Dud.
Yo, we gotta figure out if she has a secret letterbox or something because letterbox will say what her favorite movies are and all that crap.
Yeah.
Like,
That
does
would
she
be
have a
funny.
secret IMDb like or secret letterbox?
I don't think.
Like-
I don't think so.
Yo,
I don't
like
think so.
I gotta know what movies this girl thinks is like top tier.
The thing is, she doesn't even watch a lot of movies, so it would all just be just like shit from the last like 10 years. You know what I mean? But yeah, this
Oh
face,
my-
she comes across utterly sexless. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like she can't recognize that this guy. First off, one, that they're both attractive, right? The guy, it's like what like she doesn't fucking.
Yo, it's
understand
like
shit,
here's the
man.
thing. You can be in your 50s and 60s and still be attractive looking. And here's the thing. What may not be attractive to you because you're in your mid to late 20s is attractive to 50 and 60-year-olds. Like, here's the thing.
Yeah,
Like, what do they expect? Do they expect Hal Jordan to be with a younger woman? And by younger, I mean like a 30 to 20-something-year-old woman? Because that'd be sus.
you Hal Jordan, or you mean Jon Stewart?
Like Hal Jordan, like
Yeah, well, I mean, Hal Jordan is probably going to be with a woman that's of his age if they
Exactly.
are going to, you know.
Carol.
it's like I really don't get what these people want.
I don't know what she wants. Like, what is it like?
To be accepted. Notice
have
me, Jeremy.
no
Get
clue.
me a job at Geeks and Gamers.
Expression on his face while it's happening. I felt uncomfortable describing that. I can't believe
You
it.
felt uncomfortable describing that as a
I feel like
27-year-old woman.
I felt
Jesus
uncomfortable
Christ.
seeing your paused face.
Mind you, we never even saw nudity. We're just talking about them banging in a truck. And they were sitting, and it was literally like she was on his lap, and they were wearing clothes. But that was like, oh my god,
it was consensual. Like,
oh my god, it was so that was so uncomfortable to talk about in front of a camera where no
Yo,
one is
where-
watching me. Like,
I
is her
would've-
dad and brother on the other side of the camera doing this, and that's why it's uncomfortable? Like,
You
what
know-
the fuck is she talking about?
you know what Jester Bell needs to do? She needs to watch Wonder Woman 1984 and see a really uncomfortable scene.
Yeah. Oh, if she was, but if she's down with the tism, she fly. Oh, brother. Oh,
Grocery
brother.
Stop taking nuts.
Oh, brother. Find a video of her praising something she enjoys. I have no clue. No. First off, I'm
Probably
like,
some Daily Wire movie.
what is she even into? Now I'm like, who do you even find attractive? Like, if you're like Aaron Pierre is not attractive. I mean, like,
Jonathan Majors, probably.
probably not based on the way she's talking.
Yo, did you
Like-
see like Jonathan Majors is gonna be in some movie combating like Islamic terrorists on a college
Yeah,
campus?
I was just talking about that. I was alluding to that movie.
It's like these people would hype up that movie so much and be like, Jonathan Majors is the real black star of Hollywood, and Hollywood canceled him.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Where were they during like 2023?
yo, when he was like getting like all these
Yeah.
accusations and losing his gig.
No,
at
before
Marvel.
that. when he was like everywhere,
Exactly.
like
But here's the
Jeez.
thing:
That's what they
because
did with
he's now
John
on their side, he's
yeah, they won't. They always do that. They did that with Gina Carano too. They always are like,
well.
you know,
They also did that with Roseanne Barr. They forgot Roseanne used to be a big
Yeah.
time lefty. She even disrespected the American flag during the national anthem. And the second she became a Trumper, they're like, "We stand with Roseanne." It's like, did you not forget this woman? Like,
I bet you any
desecrated
money if
the
there was
national anthem.
like a celebrity, like just like pick a celebrity that they were like dogging on, like Pedro Pascal. Like if Pedro Pascal said something got canceled, oh man, they would bring him in with open arms.
Oh, Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal got canceled and was like doing interviews with Ben Shapiro and was saying, I would like to reunite with Gina Carano in your next movie.
Yeah, that would be fucking hilarious.
Word in this episode, but it comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, what was that? But then we find out later they go to this guy's house, and he's supposed to be this grandfather, even though he's very well preserved. He must only be in his 50s, but he's like this.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like when you have like a thought like that, I mean, sometimes if the production is bad, you're like, this is, this sucks. They didn't acknowledge that. But if she knew the theories of that character, you would go, oh, that actually makes sense of why he's like a grandpa, but he looks so young. Because you know what I mean? Like, but again, I'm a comic book fan, I'm a comic book fan, I know. So how come you're not gonna acknowledge the fact that this character may be Black Hand, and that Black Hand is a guy who literally life drains people to preserve himself to look fucking younger? No mention of that. Okay. You know what I mean? Like,
Good-looking guy, despite the fact that he's a grandfather and he's rich, and he definitely is supposed to be a stand-in for a certain politician, not the orange one. I
Stand-in.
think it's going to be the vice one this time around. But yeah, they meet this.
Huh?
Based on what?
Based on what? We don't.
Based on what? Like, what the heck? It appears that she likes Spider-Man except for everything involving Jean Grey.
Yeah,
and she
the
liked
whole
Obsession.
the whole
She
Jean
liked
Grey
Obsession.
is-
Yo, I would have
Jean Grey
thought this girl
stuff.
would think. I would think she would think Obsession's problematic because
I'm surprised she even liked Obsession
well,
or
here's the
even
thing.
watched it.
I know there were some chuds that liked Obsession, and were,
surprisingly.
but I guess
Like
because
both.
it wasn't considered woke.
Oh, I just got it. Okay, that's why she's saying that. That's so stupid. Because it's a white man with an Indian wife. That is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
That's why she's like, yeah, it's a JD Vance comparison because of that. That's stupid.
Guy who is definitely going to be the stand-in, the evil Republican type or whatever he is. And what he finds out, Jon Stewart finds out that the woman that hooked up with him in his car outside of the bar, this older woman in her 50s,
She
is the
keeps
wife-
saying the older woman. She's older woman. Jester Bell, I'm sorry to tell you, I would bang her too. I'll be straight. Like, come on. Like, just shut the hell up, man. Oh, brother.
guy. So he found out he slept with another guy's wife. But guess what? The husband just tells him, kind of gives him a look, and it's kind of like, because he invited them over for dinner, he's like, always nice to eat off another man's grill. And then he just lets it slide. And that's that. As if
He let it. Okay, like, she's so stupid. She can relate to Evil Nikki. I feel like Jester Bell is the type of person who would be like, after watching Obsession, she'd be like, actually, you know what? I felt bad for Bear. You know what I mean? Like I was rooting for him the entire time. Like that's the type of person Jester Bell.
Oh
It's
gosh.
Laugh
Yo,
my ass
like
off.
oh god.
Welcome, by the way.
Well, here's the thing. Jester Bell, would you be surprised if those wish things existed and Jester Bell used that on a guy that she liked?
But she has no charisma. Like, she has no wit. You know what I mean? Like, just watching her video, you know that she's not like she would never pull anything like that off. It wouldn't bang her only because you would get extremely itchy after. Okay, Red.
Oh, Red, stop.
Okay, Red. Go sit in the corner now.
I guess his wife has just done this on a regular basis and he's acknowledging it. He's just letting it slide.
No, because it's for a story reason. Think with your brain. You think that the show is just going to be like, yeah, they're swingers. Who is this hater lady? Like, she's just. Listen. I don't want to give her views, but go ahead if you want to see Jester Bell. She reviews movies and televisions, mostly talks about comic book stuff, and obviously she doesn't like lanterns.
X-Men 97 season 2.
I had problems with that show, but listen, I just think I just laugh at these people because I just think they don't provide very well any sort of constructive criticisms. They also claim to be fans when they're not. Like they've never read any of the source material. Like everything she's talking about, she has
They're
yet to
LARPers.
bring up anything about Green Lantern. Like I just mentioned that the character, a lot of people's theory is that guy in the show, I forget, William Macon,
Is like the
Black Hand, right? Which her criticism right there, if she knew the character, she would go, oh yeah, that would make sense because he's a younger guy. Like you know what I mean? Like if you knew the comics, you would start to now theorize and be like, well, that's kind of off. And well, that's actually kind of similar to the comic book. Well, maybe that's intentional. You know what I mean? Like if she actually had a brain and was actually, aware of anything Green Lantern related, she might make some light grunting like noises. Oh boy. Okay.
It's like, what was that? What was any of that? Why was any of that in the show? And
because
why-
it's a setup.
Another man's
setup.
grill.
Yeah, it was. Why was that in the show? Because it's going to play a role later on. That's how a show works.
It is so many Hollywood men, guys. I know that people say like James Gunn definitely has this. James Gunn has a cuck fetish. This is
A
what
cuck
he did.
fit. A cuck fit. This is where we go
Oh,
to.
God.
This is what they go to. Like these people have this weird obsession, and it makes you wonder now about what they're doing. Like, obviously there is some weird shit going on, right? But here she's like, instead of being like, yeah, that was kind of weird, she goes to, oh yeah, James Gunn's a cuck. The fuck? James Gunn didn't even write this show. He just greenlit it. So what? Everybody in the production is now a cuck? This is what I mean. These are like these weird. This is why I say these insults, like, or I just make fun of them because it's like they do shit like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like they don't have a coherent argument. Why am I gonna now give them a coherent argument? I'm just gonna make fun of you. Like that's stupid. Like Jester Bell, you sit in that chair, and God knows, only God fucking knows what you do in that chair. It's the fucking femme cuck chair. Yeah, just right. I bet she's a femme cuck. Yeah, based on everything she said, yeah, she's pretty much like an asexual weirdo, as far as we know. Says at my age, I find it best to not treat adult women like they're children. Yeah, queen cuck or something. Yeah, like when you bring up these comparisons, you know what I mean? Like that's on you. Like I'll be vulgar, I'll say whatever because I don't care. You know what I mean? Like you're the one bringing this up. And it's just weird, especially when you start saying stuff about personal people, like things personal, like, yeah, okay, like criticize James Gunn for, green lighting movies you don't like. But like cuck, like he's a cuck. Like you're talking about, oh yeah, what does he do in his personal life? I want to be in the bedroom and watch him Diddy style. Like what the fuck? Like, come on.
Peacemaker, where he kept having his wife sleep with different members of the cast on the show. It's so clearly
like what? It's a show. It's a TV show. It's a TV. They're actors.
Also,
everybody has to just accept that.
If his wife didn't want to do it, she would have told him no.
No, yeah, and you know what's funny? These people make fun of the fact that they have like intimacy coaches and all this stuff, and yet they're like, well, they're cucks and all this stuff, and why are they letting them do this stuff? You know what I mean? It's all over the place with these people.
fetish in his mind, but unfortunately, it's something that I see prevalent in Hollywood stories. Like, have you ever seen the movie Crazy Stupid Love, where the guy's wife, played by Steve Carell, she cheats on him, and then he later on is made to the one that says, you know, it was my fault. I wasn't the one who was really putting effort in our relationship. You know, it was my fault. Like, he is the one that's made to apologize for her cheating on him, and he gets like vilified for, you know, sleeping around when they weren't together, whereas he is the one made to apologize for her cheating on him. I think that there is a lot of Hollywood men whose wives have cheated on them, and they're trying to justify it and treat it as a casual.
You know that's their business, right?
I mean, first off, this is like entertainment. This is storytelling. This shit happens to people, and it's just there for drama. It's there to have conflict. And let's be honest, people cheat, people get divorced, all types of stuff happens. Like this is part of life. It's not everything is some like weird, like she's like looking at it from the mindset of like porn. You know what I mean? Like this weird like
Makes me wonder
overly
what if she watches it.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like what, like does she even know what she's saying right here? Like you're making this seem like this is like some like oh man, this is like straight up pornography fetish shit. Like
You know,
get the fuck out of here.
Like I would hate for her to have been an adult
yeah,
in the
well,
90s when movies were like having like R-rated like pornography scenes, like the movie Boogie Nights, for example. This girl would not survive Boogie Night.
she's definitely a porn. Yeah, like these people, they always love to go back on that cuck stuff. Listen, man, it's funny for me when they bring this shit up because it's funny, you know. But like, you got to wonder about what these people are doing. Like, what they watching? You know what I mean? Like, they're the people out there going like, I don't like the trannies. I don't like the trannies. But then they're sitting down, looking at you know what on the hub. You know exactly what they doing. Yeah.
Well, you know what?
She saw the wrong lanterns crying emoji.
No, I know like some guys that like they'll say homophobic stuff, but they also say they get turned on from seeing girls kissing other girls.
Yeah, they say weird. Listen,
It's like, so you're only homophobic when it comes to men, but you're okay with like women, like full out making out tongue to tongue with each other because you find it hot.
yeah, they listen, man. These people,
Like
they love to go, you're a degenerate, and then meanwhile, look at what they're doing in the fucking, you know, the dark, seedy room, sweaty, nasty, sitting around, a bunch of tissue, you know, like going full
God.
Diddy mode. You know what I mean? Like this is Diddy to the max. So
Yo, like, well, here's the thing. I remember back in like, what was it, like 2022? There were like people that were basically doing a countdown with Millie Bobby Brown was turning 18. I'm like, are you people for real? You're counting down to when this girl turns 18.
oh
So
man,
like,
that's sick.
so you can start making all these sick comments or like start doing whatever. Like, you people need help.
Yeah, so RJ has like a question here. Do you guys have any thoughts on Wolverine? The gameplay has been recently shown and all the controversy. I'll give my thoughts on this. I mean, I'm still looking forward to the game.
I'm
Does
still
the
gonna play
game-
the game.
Yeah, I'm playing it day one. It's Wolverine. I love Wolverine. Does the gameplay look kind of generic? Like the running sequences for sure. Like, but they were also at the beginning of the game. So I'm just like, listen, let me just play the game for myself. I already have it pre-ordered. Like,
I need to pre-order mine.
I get the criticism. Like at first I think the criticism is kind of overblown because you're like, well, especially with the combat, I'm like, the only thing I probably would have changed was like, I mean, why not make the two triggers like, you know, one fist and then the other fist so then you can like, you know, stab people and make it a little bit different. But then maybe that might have not worked. You know what I mean? Like sometimes these games are just like so long in development where it's like they gotta like cut things and change things around. And also too, maybe it's just me, but like PlayStation has just been aggressively been mid. Like, not to say that these games are bad games, but they're just like kind of forgettable. Like Ghost of Yotai, I beat the game, platinum the game. I was not moved or thought it was like game of the year. It was like a 7 out of 10 game. But if you said that to people, people would get mad. And it's like, I don't know what to say. Spider-Man 2 was also like a 7 out of 10 game. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. But it's not like my favorite game. I don't think it's game of the year. So when I see Wolverine, I just go, well, I mean, like, what did you guys expect? Like, it's Insomniac. Insomniac, I feel like, is known for just making 7 out of 10 games. Like, it's just like recently people have been like hyping them up so much. And I think
Because the first game.
well, the first game is great. Like, I would say that's not a 7 out of 10. That's probably like an 8 or a 9. This is a great
Yeah.
game. It's definitely my favorite of the Spider-Man games in terms of just like the gameplay, the story. Spider-Man 2 had its like good parts, especially
Yeah,
with
it
its
has some
story.
good parts. There were some issues with Marvel Spider-Man too.
Yeah. I mean, I just think like, especially on Twitter, like everybody's like so negative, and I just think like people hyped up Spider-Man 2 a lot, and I think that was probably a factor in why people just shit on Wolverine. Because like by all means, this doesn't look terrible. It's like
The
looks
ones I
like
keep
what we've
hearing
done
is the
before.
whole Sentinel thing, the whole Sentinel boss fight.
I do agree with that, but that's like an early boss. Like that's like the first thing that you play in the game. Like, yeah, I think they could have like made it more interesting. Like some people are saying, like, oh, it could have been like Shadow Colossus, and I agree. Like in terms of the creativity of the boss, it's generic. It's like everybody's seen that type of boss, like the giant, and you got to beat the arms and cut him up, like or do whatever attack on it. It's generic for sure. I'm not gonna lie, but it's also the beginning of the game. Like there's still like how many hours of gameplay, all this like features in it. Like we don't know. I still think it will be a 7 out of 10 game. I'm not gonna lie. I think the game will be fine. I will platinum it. I will enjoy it. I even bought the fucking yellow controller because I love yellow. I've always loved the color yellow. So it's like, I'm gonna have fun with it. But then once I'm done, I'm moving on to like Control. Like I'm way more excited for Control. What else? The Ocarina of Time remake, whatever Nintendo has, I'm excited. How much did you like Lanterns? I did like Lanterns quite a bit. And I say this as someone who saw the leak and was upset. I mean, mostly everybody here can attest. Like I was upset. I put that in the chat. I was very skeptical of the show. But I did say I like the premise. I love True Detective. Like the first season of True Detective is a fucking masterpiece. And I obviously love crime, dramas and true crime and stuff. So, I mean, you take Green Lantern, who I'm already a fan of, and then you put that with this concept. I think it's a pretty cool concept, and it does feel like a good Tom King comic. Because Tom King, I will say, is hit and miss, and at least so far, it's a pretty good show. Like at least like the mystery of it all, the character developments, like a lot of interesting ideas and themes. And if you're a Green Lantern fan, I feel like there's a lot to theorize about. So, yeah. What's this? I'm replaying Spider-Man 2 for the first time since it came out. Played it through the first time and Miles again this week. I've actually been playing the first game, but I've been playing so many other games. Like I was playing GTA 4, which is also that's a great game. I do love GTA 4. I am also skeptical. Like I'm skeptical of things. Like I'm always gonna be like I'm not sure. And then you see I changed my opinion. Like I was skeptical of the Odyssey, and then I was like I saw the Odyssey now like 3 times. I fucking love the movie. The movie's like fucking fantastic.
I've seen it twice. I love it.
Yeah, so it's like I didn't even get to see Spider-Man a second time, which kind of sucks. I did buy the fucking Blu-ray though, because I was like, I need the movie. I love the movie. But I mean, a lot of the times I am skeptical of things, and that sometimes I'm like more excited, and then I love the movie too. Sometimes I was excited, and then it doesn't really work out. But yeah, that's just what it is. Is GTA 6 really going to have that much difference, I guess, than 5, other than the map? I think so. It did look pretty different so far. I like the weight. I don't know if you saw the leaks, but I like the weight of the vehicles. Like that's one thing, and at least in 4, because I'm playing it, the weight just doesn't feel realistic. Like it pretty much based on the leaks, it seems like if you play Red Dead Redemption 2, it looks like Red Dead Redemption 2, but GTA. So I'll play those games. I'm excited. I might even like the game. I might even love the fucking game. But I always am like reserved about things. Some Lanterns writing team is on the Human Target as well. Oh, are they making a Human Target show? Because that would be fucking. I would love that. I love the Human Target, or at least the Tom King comic. That shit is phenomenal. I should have got the one. I have them both here. It's behind me. But they have like a deluxe edition now. And I always hate that when it's like a mini series with like 12 issues. And then you got to buy both volumes. But this hardcover, I love the hardcover. And the art, I forget the guy's name. It's like Greg Smallwood. That guy's art is fucking I love it, and he did the coloring for it too. It's fucking beautiful, man. And the story, I really love the story. You know, about like death and just like, you know, kind of like counting down the time that you have. It's a great comic. I acknowledge that Kyle Chandler is a good casting for older Hal, which I agree. I think him, even if he was younger, it would be good casting. But I still never wanted to see old Hal to begin with. I can agree with that. But at the same time, I do like that it's like, okay, you have a younger person and then an older person. I mean, that's always been the trope. I don't know if you're talking spoilers. Yeah, we're allowed to talk about spoilers. I agree. I do agree. But at the same time, I think the show, like when you're watching the show, you kind of just forget that he's like old. Like, oh yeah, this is it. Like when I don't know if we'll see him again. We might. But I don't know. He's just too good in the role so far. Like he made that first episode. He even made it to like what the performance of the week. Like this week, I forget who does that. It's not Deadline, but you know, they had him up there, and I agree. It was a great performance for sure. I wonder what the next DCU will be after Man of Tomorrow.
Creature Commandos. Isn't Creature Commandos season 2 or what's that? Mr. Miracle?
I mean, movie? The next
No,
movie?
the animated shows, the Creature Commando season 2 and the Mr. Miracle animated show.
Yeah, I'm sure that's like all next year, but I think he was saying like movie. Like what's
A
the next
movie?
movie? Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see. If I was to guess, I don't know. It seems like it might be that Bane and Deathstroke movie. I don't know. It would be nice if it was Wonder Woman.
I was
I
thinking
have no clue.
Women Are Brave and the Bold.
Nah, I don't think it's going to be Brave and the Bold. I think that's going to be a while. I still think that, again, like when I mentioned, I'm skeptical of things. Like,
Yeah,
that's one thing I'm skeptical of.
This project, I'm like, I really don't know what they're gonna do with Batman at this point.
Yeah, I think they'll wait and see. I think it really depends. Like, I still think they're kind of waiting and seeing what happens with the Batman. And I know, like, it really does seem like obviously they're not going to merge it, but at the same time, they have Matt Reeves producing these other Batman projects, so you kind of have to like. I'm just like
including Clayface.
Like I said, I'm skeptical. I just want to see what happens, and whatever happens, like I already made peace with the fact that if Andy Muschietti does direct it, I would be fine with that because the TV show was so good, like it actually redeemed him from the Flash. So I was like, okay, let him do Batman then, fine. But it's just the script. That's the only thing I'm like worried about. Everyone should really put their Batman and Wonder Woman hopes away for a while. Yeah, that's what I assume.
I know we're getting that People versus Gorilla Grodd show.
Yeah, which I actually am excited for because I like Jimmy in Superman. He was like my favorite part in that movie. So I was like,
the Karens complaining about that online.
yeah, I know.
Friends.
Yeah, he's a producer on all DC studios.
Well, I wouldn't call them Karens. There's just a lot of people that are complaining. Like the usual suspects say, "Oh, DC should have should have Wonder Woman and Batman." No one asked for a Jimmy Olsen Gorilla Grodd show.
Yeah,
like you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to name drop them.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I don't know. I'd rather just see new things. I mean, what happens if like the Flash shows up in this show? You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, by the way,
I don't think he will, but
can I throw like a question out there? Does anyone think that maybe this test run of an old Hal and John Stewart being the new Green Lantern, do you think it's possible that maybe the DCU Flash, the main one, could be Wally West and Barry Allen's like an old Flash?
I wouldn't be surprised. But I think they would. I don't know if we do get it, it won't be for a very long time.
Because I feel like the Flash movie tarnished Barry Allen as Flash on the big screen.
Yeah,
I feel like it just
Kind
did.
of.
And like, here's the thing: like, if they're gonna do something similar to what the Justice League cartoon did, then I feel like this could be the better option.
Yeah. What do you guys think or sorry, you guys think Gunn is making the right decision on focusing on smaller people, I guess he meant projects, over the big hitters or smaller characters, I guess. I think it depends, right? Like,
Depends on what character it is. Like Mr. Terrific, that sounds good. What else? I'm thinking
I think it all okay.
Zatanna.
I think obviously, well, we haven't gotten Zatanna. There hasn't been a project there yet, but I think it. I'm still of the opinion that it's like you want to have the big hitters because at least it will just shut people up, and if the movie is good, it will obviously help the brand. That is my always be my that will always be my stance. Like it should be like we get a Wonder Woman movie. I mean, I get it. Like Flash and Aquaman, like they're in jail. They're in timeout because their movies came out just like 3 years ago. But I mean, at some point, you gotta find some character who you're like, okay, this could be a heavy hitter. Like I think, listen, this might be a hot take, but I think Zatanna could be a big hitter. Like I think a Zatanna movie, if done properly, would have definitely at least been better than Supergirl. But I mean, if Supergirl flopped, there's no way they're gonna make a Zatanna movie. You know what I mean? Like it's hard. Like, I mean, maybe I feel like Booster Gold should be a movie, but then you're like, people don't know who Booster Gold is. So it's like that's the problem. That's the problem DC stuck in is that they never had the chance to like build their characters. Whereas like Marvel, like I feel like at this point, Marvel has touched every single character that you can really think of. There's obviously some really obscure characters, but a lot of those obscure characters, they haven't been used in like years, even in the comics. So it's like
even there are some characters that were like cameos or scrapped. Like I remember,
I heard that Degrassi that there could be some Zatanna references.
Yeah, there was on the set.
There was like a reference in Gotham.
Yeah, I didn't like Supergirl.
Oh.
Personally, I didn't like Supergirl. I had problems with it. We talked about it on Aaron's show. I know Aaron's not here, but I know you're a new viewer. Z Works. But yeah, we have like our own like community, and we all kind of like go on each other's different channels and stuff. So just so you're aware.
We more funded than some communities.
Bro. What else we got here? I'll probably exit out the video. We could talk for a little and then I'll end it because it is getting late. Yeah, we'll go like a couple of minutes. Yeah, Zatanna needs to jump into the movies already. I agree. If you haven't read Zatanna Bring Down the House, read that book. That is the art is the guy who did Absolute Martian Manhunter. And I could just see, like, I feel like it would be a fucking really great movie. But it's like, they kind of botched the visuals with Supergirl. So I'm like, I don't know. But I would love Zatanna, like Constantine. Again, like, I mean, couldn't they just make a Constantine movie? Like Constantine, oh, he dropped out. He'll be back. But anyway, like Constantine was kind of known, kind of. I mean, he had a movie and a show. Like, they got to pick some of these characters, something. I didn't think Supergirl was the Odyssey, but I'm not mad at it either. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I obviously have. I don't have issues with the script so much, even though like going back and looking at it, yeah, it had issues. It was just more like the production design. Like, I feel like if the production design was better, I think the movie would have like gone over a little bit better with people, if that makes sense. Like people would be like, "Oh yeah, this looks fun and interesting," and then they could at least say that when they're walking out of the movie. But I get it. Warner Brothers, they just don't got the money.
Yo, the thing is with Supergirl, what annoyed me was the Rufy character really got on my nerves.
Yeah, I did not like that character either.
Yo, she really annoyed me with her hundreds of questions, her wooden dialogue. And I was just like, good Lord, the whole movie's going to be like this. And sure enough, it was.
Everyone should prepare for one or more of these DCU characters to pull from their absolute version, which You know me, I'm not complaining about that. I said that one time. I said they should just pull from the absolute versions. I said specifically, and this would piss off, this is what piss off Wonder Woman fans, but I said the one absolute Wonder Woman really should just be what's in the movie because it's so fucking good. Like this is like fixes all the problems that people had of Wonder Woman, and then she's still Wonder Woman. It's just more like a little bit darker, which is, let's be honest, I think most people would be okay with that. And she's also just fucking badass. Like that's like the most badass version of Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was already badass. So I don't know. I like Lobo. I've said I didn't really like Lobo. I like on paper, Jason Momoa as Lobo makes sense, but then I just didn't think he gave a good performance. Like he's not in the movie a lot, and then on top of that too, he just felt like too much of a caricature. And because they never really got to like get into his character, which I mean it's not his movie, but he is still a very like, he's a character who stands out. So, but yeah, I agree with that last part. The main villain was ass. 100%. I will agree with that. Terrible villain, not fleshed out properly. I mean, they cut a bunch of stuff out of the movie. So that's why I said the script delivered was sadly not what they made to the screen. And it happens a lot. That's part of the filmmaking, right? Like they say it, what you make a movie 3 times. It's like you write the script, you do production, and then you edit the movie. I mean, once you accept that, like when I would make my own stuff, I used to always be a perfectionist. But I mean, like when you're working on a fucking big stage, like it is tough. And I'm sure when they're all editing the movie, they knew that this wasn't going to work. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I expect Wally West Flash, Dick Grayson Batman. This is the one I'm curious, like, if this would go over well with people. Because I don't mind Dick Grayson as Batman. I've even said, I was like, it has to be Dick Grayson as Batman in Brave and the Bold. Cassandra Cain, I will not fucking complain about that one bit. Y'all got a Discord community. I do have a Discord community, but it's not really a public one for my YouTube channel. Once I organize it, then I'll let people in. So subscribe and stay tuned to the community posts. There's a lot of stuff I'm working on, like if I want memberships on the channel and stuff like that. Those are things that I will, I'm playing around with and thinking about. But yeah. But I'm mostly gonna be streaming every Saturday about like video games, comic books, movies, whatever it is. And then, my videos will come out whenever I finish them. Because like it takes time and I got school and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah. But I appreciate you stopping by. It's nice seeing new faces. I know Garlic here too was a new face. So I always like that. It's fun to meet new people. Superman was originally called Legacy for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I think that's going to wrap it up. I think we got a good conversation, good 2 hours out of this. I know we had the technical difficulties and then content ID and all that bullshit.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, it still went better than FouseyCon 8 years ago. Yo,
Bro.
when the bomb threat happened, I've been rewatching the FouseyTube drama from like 8 years ago. The fact that happened 8 years ago is bonkers. And he's still a psycho.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but sorry about that. I was looking at a text. But yeah, that FouseyTube, I completely did not want to remember him. He's just like completely fallen off. But
See,
yeah.
like, here's the thing. Like, I was so bored one day, like, because I have off from work. I was like, maybe I should rewatch some old YouTube documentaries I used to love watching. I was like watching the Hate Dies Level of Lives documentary. I'm just like, yo,
Bruh. But you guys have any closing thoughts? Jesus.
I'm excited for tomorrow's episode. I think the chuds need to relax. And and if you're hyping up the 2011 Green Lantern movie, you need to get your head examined.
Yeah, I don't. Other than like the creature designs.
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to episode 2. I mean, I'm
Oh, hell yeah.
curious. I just want to see how this plays out. If it's good, if it's good. If it's not good, if it's not good. But I hope it ends up well.
Hopefully. I hope so.
And I know there's going to be people complaining about it, like the Green Lantern that people wanted and stuff.
Clothing stodge spelled cucks means sucks. Yeah,
Oh
pretty much.
gosh.
I got a lot of photos, bottle. I got 2 screenshots of her face.
Oh, jeez. You're going to have to put that in the fucking group chat.
I did. It's
You know,
on,
I
Twitter.
saw that he put the picture in there.
Oh, this
Oh
might be
gosh.
interesting.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm man, waiting every Sunday is going to piss me off because I just love a good mystery. But yeah, anyway, take care, guys, and I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Degrassi,
anytime.
RJ, 56K, Red, TJ, and then obviously our new faces, Garlic and Z-Works. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Have a
All
good
right,
night.
guys. Peace.
Peace.